too late.
I did my hair.
I'm gonna wear a wig on top of this beanie. As you troubleshoot.
It says we're live.
Can they hear us?
I don't know. We're gonna find out in a second because I'm gonna mute us. We're not starting yet, everybody. We're just doing this to make sure. There's an ad. We have an ad on our live stream? Oh yeah, we're monetized now.
Oh, you're monetized!
I forgot we're monetized! Wow, cute. Oh yeah, we're monetized now. Okay, so it's working. It's working.
It's good.
The picture, it's all working together. Great. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Is it working on mics or is it working through the webcam?
It doesn't matter because it sounded fine. We're here. Max queer. I'm half.
Thank you.
Get used to it. Is the white woman your personality should be our special guest.
Personality?
Wasn't Beauty Guru gonna be on this episode?
No, you asked, but I said no.
You should put it under the beanie.
No. That's the point.
Oh my God, Adele, you look great.
It's me. Is it on the mic? Yes, it's on the mic. Yeah.
What's
Hello?
on the mic?
Hello?
What are you talking about?
Hello?
Guys,
Hello? Yeah.
so we know, let us know, can you see us okay? And can you hear us okay? Right?
It says laggy as hell.
Are they glitching for anyone else?
Yeah, so there's a lag.
It looks fine to me.
There's a moment. You see? Right there. Boom.
Okay, well, how...
Us trying to figure this out.
It looks fine to me.
Yeah, there's moments where we freeze, but like our voices are okay. It's the screen.
Okay, that's called a live.
The screen is lagging. Yeah, there's moments where we freeze, but like our voices are okay. It's the screen.
Okay, that's called a live.
Okay.
Is there a way to fix that?
I don't think so.
Is there? Okay, we'll try to troubleshoot.
If anyone knows how to fix that, you can tell us. Maybe we don't know shit.
It's a podcast. You're here
It's
for
a
our voices. You can see us.
It's a party.
Should we start officially in 3, 2, 1?
Hello.
Hi. It's someone said.
Yeah, people say it's so laggy. OMG, I think it's laggy. Whatever. We can't fix the visual, but I think the voice is working, right?
I think the voices are going fine. Let us know if you guys can at least hear us. That's our main concern.
The hair looks great. People are texting me.
I think it's fine for right now. Let's start talking and see if it'll catch up. Should we make the bit rate higher?
Maybe. I don't know, BB.
Audio is good. Audio is fine. Perfect
Audio's
hearing.
good.
Perfect hearing. Okay, great. Guys,
Okay, if the audio's fine, then
that's all
this
I
is it.
care about.
This is all we can do.
Guys, welcome to the official 1 year of MessyPod.
MessyPod.
Well, technically tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But it made the most sense to do it today.
Sure.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. I'm always beautiful.
Yeah. I got ready for this today.
Me too. Oh my gosh, look at me. I'm actually dressed.
We're actually showered.
One of us is. I don't know.
I showered.
I didn't.
I got
so.
You didn't? Well, you are mostly cleaner than me. I got a new lotion for my body, which I didn't know was a thing because of white privilege.
What lotion? You didn't know getting new lotion was a thing?
I didn't know body lotion was like putting lotion on your body after you shower.
That's just a skincare thing in general.
28 years. 28 years.
Maybe that's why your skin was just flaking off 2 minutes ago.
Probably, but look, I smell nice. I never smell nice. Smell me.
No.
I smell me.
No.
I smell nice.
No. I'm terrified of you.
Sniff me.
You smell like cocoa butter.
That's what it was. Well, shea butter. But it had coconut oil in it. So, I showered. I smell good.
So I'd smell him.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm sweating already under this wig.
Are you really?
Yes. It's just adding more heat to my body.
Well, you know, you look perfect.
I just can't. It looks like I'm wearing like a headband.
Should we do set? Because we have a lot of things. First of all, should we debunk the rumors?
What are the rumors?
That we have a huge special guest.
Where did this become a rumor?
I saw in the everybody's like, what if they don't have like a big special guest and they're just hyping it up for no reason? I'm like, hyping?
We were not hyping it. We were just saying, hey, we're going live, guys. This is a lot of work for us just by itself, okay?
As you can tell, we're doing our best. Everybody wants to take shots, and I do have a special announcement. Do you want to do the drinks before segments?
Yeah, of course. The drinks are always first.
So I did something special. We officially, after a year, have an official MessyPod cocktail.
Ooh.
Called a messy cocktail. So here's the thing. I made this recipe. It's my gift for the podcast, my 1-year anniversary gift. It is a drink that I believe encompasses a quality of both you, myself, and Sad Me Boy.
That sounds like it's going to be problematic.
It will be.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to do my best. First of all, it's going to be shaken.
Great.
Should I do it shirtless?
Sure. Why not? We're on YouTube.
So,
look at that underwear, though. Oh my God, is that orange? I like that color.
It's red.
It looks orange.
It's red. I've eaten a lot of cookie dough, too, so I'm a little...
You trying to get that ass back.
I'm losing my butt.
I know, we were just talking about it.
So I'm going to do this because, bartending extraordinaire. So, ice. Mac, talk to them.
I'm sorry if it's lagging, guys. Once again, we don't know how to fix that weird lag in the thing. Hopefully the audio's okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to me, Mac Does It. I am doing it today here with you all listening and watching me today. So today, I put on hair today, and now I feel great today. Me, Mac, here. Also today, someone said put the bit rate down. Turn the bit rate down. Okay. Well, shit. Okay, give me a second. How do we do that? Settings. Let's go back to 35. Okay.
It wasn't lagging for me when I had the lower bit rate. Maybe we fixed it.
Did we fix it?
I think we fixed it.
We might have fixed it.
Okay, so
I don't know, sis.
So.
What did you do?
I got ice. I'm sweating. Okay.
Yeah, I think we fixed it. I think we're done. Okay, great.
Wow, great. We fixed it. So I have to play this song specifically. Wow.
Oh, no, we didn't fix it. It's freezing still. Okay.
No, it's not. It's fine. Everybody shut the fuck up.
Someone said it's not lagging. I think it worked.
Hey, Siri. Play Expensive.
By who?
Playing Expensive, featuring no sirens by Red.
Yeah, I was like, you can't just say
Hey,
play
Siri.
expensive.
Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Fucking stupid bitch.
I'm here.
Not you, Siri. Hey, Siri.
Go ahead.
This fucking clingy bitch. Yeah, I'm just going to play it on YouTube. So this cocktail, like I said, it encompasses all you, me, and Oliver. And the first quality of this drink is it's strong.
It's strong?
Like me.
Okay.
It's strong like me.
Like whoever's coming into this podcast seeing me wearing a wig and you shirtless, they're probably like, what?
It's our anniversary.
Because we had like 800. Now we only have like 200.
Wait, they all left?
We went down drastically.
Oh, shit.
Hello.
Okay, so that's because it was lagging. Okay, so.
Is it still lagging?
I don't think so. Okay, it's strong like me.
Oh, it stopped. The thing, it keeps, I see that too. It keeps on randomly stopping the podcast. Okay, make the drink.
Okay.
We.
So, the second thing about this is it's expensive, like you, because it's bougie.
Okay.
So,
People are saying there's so much lag. What is this song? Oh, damn. Oh, god damn. Oh, god damn. No.
It's very expensive.
Why? You said it's the... Oh, fuck. The door.
Okay. Can you unpop the bottles for me?
Okay.
We're making an official messy cocktail.
Oh yeah, I thought it's sweet.
Yes. It's strong because it's a play on a Long Island.
Okay.
It's expensive because it's only top shelf. Like this bottle itself.
Can we turn down the music a little bit?
No. Okay, turning it off. By the way, that was a housewife, Erica Jane.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's why I didn't know it.
Pour in some gin.
How much?
As much as you want, baby.
Hello, Rama.
Where's Roma? Oh, this is my favorite tequila. For anybody who wants it or know. Look at it. Look at it.
Don Julio 1942. That's a lot
Don't
of
Google
money.
the price.
I might have put too much gin in there. I don't know.
You put way too much gin in there.
You said as much as I want, bitch.
Now, pour some of the gin out.
Pour some of the gin. Oh, goddamn. But it's already mixed.
No, pour it out in the sink.
Okay.
I thought I heard the door open.
So, here's the thing with this tequila. Because it's my favorite tequila, you also are not supposed to drink this with anything, ever. You're supposed to drink this at room temperature, and you're never supposed to shake it on ice. You're never supposed to mix it. But we're going to do that.
Why?
How much is it?
The bottle?
Yeah.
$200.
No.
So
No.
we're going to...
Yeah, something's happening. It keeps on kicking people out.
I don't know.
Apparently. People
Don't
keep on
focus
saying
on
it
it,
kicks...
'cause
No, it keeps because our views keep on jumping up and down.
Oh, I don't
People keep
know.
getting kicked out, keep coming back in. And people are saying you should switch to Zoom. What? How do you do Zoom?
Should we just do the webcam?
What do you mean, just the webcam?
Should we just use the webcam? Like instead of going through a streaming thing?
Can we?
Yes. You could just use my webcam.
On YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Fuck.
Its current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. I don't know. I set it up. I think I set it up through a stream, so I don't know if I can switch it back to webcam now. So it might just be we're gonna have to deal with it.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
Do you want me to look? You want me to stop what I'm doing and look?
No, I mean, I just feel like our entire chat's gonna be covered with people like, oh, it's lagging over and over again.
Oh, yeah, or the whole thing's just gonna be us talking about it lagging.
True. No, it didn't stop.
It looks fine to me.
It's like Twitch, bitch. What the fuck is this? Everyone, no one just likes YouTube Live. I think that's what we're learning today. This is getting hot, so I'm putting it back.
This is messier than a muff punch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, you want? I'll keep making the drink, so you keep talking. You try to fix it. 'Cause I have no idea
Okay,
what to do.
well, today, me, Mac does it today.
No, don't. I'm not talking to them. I said try to fix it if you
I'll
want.
try to
while I-
fix
while I
it?
do the thing.
Fuck, I don't know what to do.
Listen, it's all top shelf. We added in expensive fucking tequila, expensive fucking Grey Goose, expensive fucking gin, and now we're gonna add in fresh lime juice that I have squeezed. And then, hold on, give me the grenadine.
Okay.
Thank you. Let me see. Fuck up Siri.
Love you from Portugal. Thank you, Francesca Neves. I just don't. It's messy because it's messy. Ha ha ha. Shut up. I mean, yeah.
That's what I
Yeah, you know me. I just like things to be perfect.
Well,
And
yeah,
that's going to bother me, but I'm going to try to act like,
It's
I don't know.
alive. Lives do what?
Lag. But I just don't like the fact that it's kicking people out because the screen keeps going black. I noticed that too. And like it resets the stream.
I've never done this before. But we're doing our best, sis.
We are trying our best. Sissy.
So I've added grenadine,
Mm.
And now you're gonna. Okay. Now, watch this, bitch.
Wow. Wow.
It's a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be, but it's okay. Because now we're gonna put a float on top. Hold on. And to float it, I brought a douche.
Oh my gosh.
And we're gonna float
Bacardi?
Bacardi Black on top. Watch why.
Why it gotta be black?
I'll show you exactly why. Because this. Oh, fuck it.
What are you doing? What is this?
I'm floating Bacardi on top of it.
So it makes like a gradient?
Like a black float. So here's the thing about this cocktail. It didn't work. It was supposed to be.
Just like us.
It was supposed to be black pink.
Because of Oliver? I hate you so much.
And it became red brown. But I'm sure it's delicious. You want to try?
No. Give me a straw.
Oh, that is a muff punch. Oh, his face is just.
Oh, that's strong. Oh, Mike. I mean, I'll drink it, but like, damn.
Let me sip.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our messy cocktail.
This one would be better.
No, we're not sharing spit.
Oh.
We're in a
that's how you make
pandemic,
it.
bitch. We don't know. We don't know.
Okay.
I mean, now we know about you, but we don't know about me, you know?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm good. Okay. That was my bit.
This time over. Now you can stop watching. Woo! I know that's what you guys came for, and that is all you got.
Okay.
It's lagging again.
Let it lag. Stop focusing on it. Nothing you
I
can
just
do.
want people to think I'm perfect. I want to be James Charles, okay? Imagine I secretly had like a team. Like all those other YouTubers. I mean, everyone knows James Charles has a team.
Yeah.
Like, imagine I had like a team. Imagine that was like my secret. I had like producers and editors behind me and all
At
that
what
shit.
level-
Imagine.
At what level do people get a team?
At the level I am at now, apparently, because that's what YouTube keeps on telling me to do.
Get a team?
They keep on telling me to get an editor. Look into editors to help me.
You're not
I'm
gonna
like,
pay.
I don't know. I
First-
can't be
no.
someone's boss. I'll be a bitch.
An editor.
They hate me after 2 weeks. I'll be so picky.
What else other than an editor can you get for a team?
I don't know.
We have 2 other people here for this drink, by the way. I just realized that we didn't give either of them anything.
Like I'm scared.
It's very strong. But wait, no. Oh yeah, there's no more. You can make it.
People are still saying lower the bit rate. The bit rate is low. Should we lower it even more? Let's
Yeah.
lower it even more. Fuck it. Let's save this shit.
I'm gonna pause while Mac does this because he needs to figure this out, guys. He's not gonna be able to let it go.
I'm not going to be able to let it go at
it's,
all.
It's gonna be a 3-hour podcast and Matt going. It's lagging.
I care. I want people to be satisfied.
Mac does it. Mac gets it.
So what would you guys like? We have a bunch of liquor.
Maybe. I don't know. I put it down a couple hundred.
If you would like anything, you feel free, Oliver.
Something that
Someone said, talk to the mic, Mike.
Long Island. You make it Long Island.
You can make a long. We don't. I
Hello
don't
from
have any-
Australia.
I
Hello,
have a little
Australia.
lime juice.
I want something juicy.
What's the safe
I don't
word
have
is
it.
here. Hello, what's the safe word? Don't touch the settings. Oop, I touched the settings.
We touched the settings like 9
We
times.
touched it twice, bitch. Hey from Florida, hello from New York. Where are people from? Say where you're from in the comments. Let's get this conversation going. I'm from LA.
Great.
Where are you from? Mike, you look so like whited out. I'm so sorry.
Oh well. Well, can we lower one? We don't need to. I can move them back if you want.
No,
I
it's
think
whatever.
fine. I think it's fine.
We're here. People can hear us, right? Hello from North Carolina, Long Beach, Phoenix, Kentucky, Britain, Oklahoma, Vermont,
Wait, I wanna
England,
go back and
Michigan,
talk about you
Illinois,
having a
France,
team.
Indiana, Kentucky. Oh, me having a team.
First of all, I don't think you should ever have an editor because no one edits like you.
I know, but I feel like if I were to ever get one, I could definitely make more videos. If I can get someone to help me, maybe,
a
but I don't know.
marketing team.
A marketing. What would they do with
You need
marketing?
somebody to
Pay for Facebook ads?
No, but no, you need somebody who like cross promotes properly.
How do you cross? I don't fuck you.
No,
Okay,
no,
wow.
Not how do you? You don't. Luckily, you're hysterical. Throw that away.
Yeah, don't promote for shit. I don't know how to promote.
It's strong.
Which is funny because I majored in marketing for that 1 year I went to Chapman. Oregon, South Africa, Alabama, Brazil.
Did you lower the bit rate?
Yeah, bet. Come to Brazil. Come to Brazil. Oregon
Woo!
family, Alabama, Utah, Vegas. People from all over the world. Scotland. Oh my gosh. Hello. People from the country.
Why do you guys listen to our podcast?
Why do you listen to our podcast? And if you don't, why aren't you listening to
Yeah,
our
the fuck?
podcast? Why don't you do that right after this? There's
gonna make you try
episodes
this.
on this YouTube channel. Subscribe, guys.
I'm gonna make you try.
No,
this.
I can't do tequila by itself.
You have to.
I will
no.
throw up.
Mac, it's expensive tequila. It tastes.
I am expensive tequila.
That's why it's in the fucking drink. You have to at least just try one shot.
Okay, my net worth is like $500,000. I don't even know.
I think my net worth is less than the wine we usually bring for the podcast. So you want to go into segments? Get that away,
Let's
and we
get
can
into
start playing our
segments, and then we can
games?
play our games. Oh my gosh! Should we advertise what the games are so they can stick around?
Yeah.
So we're going to be playing. If anybody watches The Cut on YouTube, they have a game called Truth or Drink.
Choose a drink.
I bought it. Oop. Hello. There we go. I bought it.
A beauty
Can you
guru.
see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
It looks great.
Well, yeah, I bought it. Truth or Drink, and we're going to play some Truth or Drink. We're going to ask some weird questions and
Yes.
then see if we want to answer them.
And for all of you who weren't here to see, or if it was lagging and you missed it, the cocktail recipe is literally all top shelf liquor. It's basically a Long Island with lemon juice and a black liqueur float. So that's black pink. So it's expensive, strong, and ooh.
Ooh, isn't Blackpink back?
They're coming back.
They left?
They're coming back in June. I mean, yeah, that's what groups do. They like take like breaks, and then they'll come back. Like an artist, you know, and
What?
any artist takes breaks to write music and
Doesn't mean
create
they
new
left.
things. Yeah,
But that's what they call it. Comeback.
they call it a comeback. Like Lady Gaga's doing a comeback, even though she didn't really leave, but she's now come back with a new era.
Don't call it a comeback. Okay.
Mike, we're teens. Oh, you're telling them how to make a drink.
Oh.
Well, just look at it, okay, bitch. You don't know how to make it.
I didn't put the black rum in mine.
Wow, that's racist.
Yeah, it is weird.
That is actually very racist, Mike.
Well, if anyone here is going to be racist, it's going to be me.
So segments. Should I go first?
yeah, you go first.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Gay agenda with Mac. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, it's me today, here today, telling you today. I'll stop. First gay agenda. I tried to talk about it in the last podcast that we canceled because Mike was on something. We're Here just premiered. It didn't just premiere, but it premiered on HBO. We're Here is a show about 3 drag queens. Baba drag queen, Eucharia. I was going to call her Eucharia for some reason. Eureka and, Shangela.
All great drag queens.
All 3 very great, very, very big branded drag queens, too. Going to small towns across the country and creating a drag show.
Wow.
Pulling, like, drag kids and making them their drag, like, daughters and then putting them in drag. In extremely small towns. Like, watching the show is, like, hard to watch in the beginning a little bit. Seeing people's faces and, like, reactions when they're walking. Like, literally in the beginning of every episode, they're walking in full-ass drag, like, down, like, the main street of whatever small town they're in. And these people are like, what the hell is happening? You know what I mean?
So
Just
it's
seeing
the-
these full-ass, super big drag queens
Yeah, so they
walking
were, like,
down, like, a small town in the middle of Alabama or something.
More conservative places that aren't
Yeah.
influenced as much. Which is honestly not that uncommon.
Mhm.
We forget about that.
That's
part
the
of world a
majority of
lot.
this country. Yeah,
Yeah.
we forget about it.
We go in a bubble. I remember every time I go home, I go to a normal bar and I'm like, oh shit. That's right.
I mean, like a dive bar without flashing lights and go-go dancing?
Yeah.
Those exist?
I go back, yeah. I go back to, well, I guess.
How can you go to a bar without a go-go dancer? That makes no sense.
I know, and I end up sleeping with a girl, which is so not the norm.
I didn't know that was just like a mainly like American exclusive gay bar thing.
What?
Until I had like friends from like across like the country coming to our gay bars being like, oh, you guys have strippers here? I'm like, oh no, they're go-go dancers, they're not
What?
strippers.
In Europe, they're crazier than we are.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean in maybe like the big cities of Europe,
The
but like
sex dungeons of Germany? Are you
they
kidding
have
me?
sex dungeons, but I don't think they have go-go dancers.
Well,
I
maybe-
think go-go dancers is an American thing.
Is it?
I think so.
I can't see them not having go-go dancers in France.
Anyone in France, answer this for us. Are there go-go dancers in your gay bars? Do your gays go-go? Or do they no-no? No-no to go-go or go-go to go-go?
Go to go. Also, before we get... What do you think about the episode? I didn't see it yet, so I want to watch it.
There's like, I think a few. I mean, I don't know what episode they're on. They sent me screeners like a month ago.
They sent you PR?
They sent me PR.
You're that level?
I was supposed to go to the premiere, bitch. Yeah, that's what this wig is from. This wig, this fan. They
Oh,
sent me
wow.
like a bunch of shit. Ooh,
Thwarp it.
thwarp it.
You're the wrong way. It's the wrong way.
the wrong
There
There
we
we
go.
go.
There we go.
We're here. Yeah, they sent me a bunch of stuff.
Wow, you look
All that
beautiful.
shit. And it's cute. It made me cry a little bit. And yeah, if you guys want to check it out, check it out. This is
Why?
not sponsored by them. We're
Was
just
it a
supporting
lot?
the gay.
Was it a lot?
It's it's small town,
But that's
talking about
good.
LGBT in small town, and it's very
See, that's...
it gets very serious.
I like that
really
because
quick from
think,
like the get go.
I think it needs to be.
Mhm.
That's what I didn't like about Love, Simon. I thought Love, Simon was like so like easygoing and cutesy. I'm like, that is not
They're making another one. They're making Love Victor.
enough. I'm over it.
I mean, hey, it's a new world. You know, we're
is
not
a-
used to
yeah.
having shows like that, and it's like very interesting to see an up and coming teenage film about a gay boy, and it's going to be a
grumpy
series.
old gay.
You
Am I
are.
grumpy old
You
gay?
are. You don't accept our progression.
I'm almost 30. I'm almost 30.
It's like all these young twinks out here with their OnlyFans and their ticky tackers.
Speaking of not fitting in with the young kids, can I tell you what happened to me recently?
What happened?
So I was part of an online reality show real quick.
How did that go? How did Sequester go?
So, okay, first, yes, it was called Sequester. I got asked to do it when I was wasted, and I completely forgot about it. And then they're like, Dylan, you know our friend Dylan,
Mhm.
who Twitches, he was like, Mike, don't forget to send in your video, like your
was he
introductory
in
video."
charge of it?
He was one of the moderators.
Oh wow, yeah.
Which there was drama with him apparently to the other
Speaking
competitors.
of which, you should talk to Dylan about Twitch stuff.
We should
if he
talk
works
about
with
this.
Twitch.
We're not live.
But yeah,
But he was apparently one of the moderators, and he rubbed a lot of the other contestants the wrong way. I didn't see it, but they were all talking a lot of shit about him, and I was getting defensive. I'm like, oh, Dylan. I love Dylan. But he asked me to do it, and I was
everyone
like,
protect Dylan Zahner.
yeah. He asked me to do it, and I was like, sure, I'm totally down to do it. And then I forgot about it, and he reminded me that I needed to submit an intro video when I was wasted in Palm Springs. So I sent something in, didn't even know. I don't remember what I said.
Oh my
I got into this thing, didn't even know they were playing it, and I didn't know who was going to be in it. And I enter, it's like Ricky Dillon, Fifi O'Hara, all these people.
bitch.
And I'm like, what the fuck? All these Twitchers that are, I don't know who anyone is. And then all of a sudden, they start playing everybody's introduction, and I start panicking. I'm like, I don't know what I did. And you know me, that's scary.
Yeah.
So
what
all of a
was your
sudden, it
intro?
comes on. Hi, my name is Mike from Lohan Beach Club, and I might be a top, but I get to the bottom of everything. I'm like, who's that douchebag? Oh my god! And I instantly saw everyone's face go. like who?
Welcome to Messy.
And then all of a sudden, you have to eliminate somebody right off the get-go. So I got eliminated before I could talk to anybody. Because Fifi was like, I guess one of the people that were like coming at me, and someone named Dallas from Twitch. I don't know. But they're all very nice. I like them all now. But like I rubbed a lot of people the wrong way in the beginning, and they were like, Mike, you're eliminated. And I was like, well, this was fun, everybody. See y'all later. I also had a bucket under.
Yeah, you text me. You were like, it's starting soon. You text me a few minutes later. First one out. I was like, oops. Well, I didn't even see it. So
You know what? It wasn't the right thing. If I knew it was going to be a lot of Twitch people and like things, I would have put like Pokemon stuffed animals in the background. But I didn't know. And then that was like some stupid asshole frat boy.
Second.
Okay.
Second gay agenda. What the hell is going to happen with RuPaul's Drag Race?
The finale, that's right.
What the hell is the finale? What the hell are they going to do for the fucking finale,
I have no
bitch?
idea.
What is going to happen?
And it's a lot. They can't have that crowd. I was there for the filming of it last year, and I don't.
It's a lot of
There's no
people.
way.
They do it in a lot. They do it in front of a live audience, usually at a venue, and every venue in Los Angeles is closed. It's shut down, and half of the country is too.
The only thing I could see them doing is maybe if they do it live with no audience.
Because if they were doing the finale, it would have been filmed this week.
Really?
For next week. Yeah, because next week's supposed to be the finale. So we don't know what's happening. We don't know their plans. We don't know what is going on.
Well, at least we know one thing: there won't be any leaks.
True.
Because when I was filming it, they had a lot. They kept stopping it because they would catch people recording.
Damn.
This person went live like during the filming of it, and they literally stopped the show and called her out on the speaker. And RuPaul got up and was like, "Bitch."
RuPaul, people don't understand. RuPaul is a business woman.
Does not fuck
RuPaul
around.
is very cutthroat. That's what you have to be if you were like a top-notch producer in this industry. You have to be very cutthroat.
Yes.
So don't think that RuPaul is just this nice pushover of a person. RuPaul has to be cutthroat to be like where they are in this fucking industry.
I'm back. I'm moving the light.
Someone
back.
said this chat needs to calm down. Calm down, chat.
I know. Oh my god. Well, at least it's not lagging as bad anymore. I
True,
guess.
I think so.
You fixed it.
I fixed it. I did it. I tried my best, and we're here.
Should I get my segment out of the way?
Yeah, sure.
Well, are you done? Oh, I'm not done. We haven't talked about it. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Don't
Oh,
know.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
What do you think they're gonna do? What do you actually think they're gonna do?
I think they might do like what everyone's doing right now with like the webcam thing situation. I just hope like if they do that webcam finale, they don't do the lip sync for your life. They try to make up something alternative because it won't make sense through webcam. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe they will give people like the lip sync song early in advance so they can make like their own like personal little at home set for it or some shit. Give them something instead of trying to do like an original finale just through webcam, because then it won't work just by webcam. That finale only works because it's in front of a live audience. And that's the thesis.
This was amazing.
You finished it?
I just chugged it. That was a lot.
Were
of
you
alcohol.
listening to me?
Yes. Yes. That was really good.
But yeah, that's the end. That's the end of my segment. Was it good?
No, I think
it's so strong, Mike.
Yes. It's strong. It's
Very
expensive,
sour.
and it's uwu.
Every time I drink it, my body's going, what's happening?
I'm sorry, it's not a vodka cranberry.
Get the fuck out.
Do you know how much that cocktail would be at a bar?
A lot of money. You use Don Julio and Grey Goose, bitch.
I'll tell you right now. $95.
95. We made a $95 drink, and I hate it. So, where are we in life? Moral of the story: eat the rich.
I also have a new bartending gig.
What do you mean?
I have now become a bartender that does not leave my apartment, and I don't deal with crowds.
As you should.
So now I'm officially a private Zoom party bartender.
Wow.
Where I make more money than I ever did actually bartending.
Everyone's saying, eat the rich, down with capitalism.
But I love it. I'm having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lot you could do on Zoom. Maybe, who knows, maybe they'll book me for the Drag Race finale. Because at this point, it's going to be on Zoom, bitch.
You should become a pit grouper. If everything in life just fails, just become pit group for RuPaul's Drag Race.
No. No, speaking of things that happened with a last resort.
Hosted by Bianca Del Rio in a few years. Honestly, it probably will be. Once
Yeah.
RuPaul, like if RuPaul's ever done with Drag Race, who do you think is going to be the host of RuPaul's Drag Race? It would definitely have to be a past drag queen, and I definitely 100% think it's Bianca.
But maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, Bianca, the thing is, Bianca isn't as diplomatic. I don't know if Bianca would
Mhm.
want to censor themselves that much.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Because they have a career based on, being outlandish.
Mm-hmm.
That spotlight might be dangerous for them. I don't know.
Don't know. People saying Bob.
Trixie.
People saying Bob or Shangela.
It wouldn't be Bob or Shangela.
It might be Bob or Shangela. I can see Bob or Shangela. I don't know how RuPaul feels about Shangela. The amount of times RuPaul is not giving Shangela that crown is honestly hurts my feelings.
Shangela. Bob is actually really nice in person. I will
Mhm.
say that. Shangela, I think it has to be a winner. Trixie is probably the most successful, but Trixie's not the best at Drag Race.
No, so I feel like it might be Bob. It'd probably be Bob. I feel like Bob would be the only one that can carry the entire show,
Maybe.
basically. Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. Or it might be
don't
like an
know.
older, like a season 1 queen. It might be it's pussy, bitch. Right to the top.
No way. No way. No way. After seeing that performance in All Stars 3, after seeing that, we out, son. We out. What was I gonna say?
Oh, you never enabled super chat. You should enable that later if we ever do one of these again.
What is super
People
chat?
pay to get their chats boosted on live.
Pay?
Yeah. Money, bitch.
We're not gonna charge them.
Money, bitch.
In fact, the first half of this lagged. We're gonna charge them. What? Absolutely not.
I'm trying to pay these rents. Okay.
Speaking of getting paid for some bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
I did something pretty bad.
What you do?
I made an OnlyFans.
Oh, yes, you did. Okay, but not like a serious OnlyFans. But maybe it will become serious later on down the line. We
I
don't know.
honestly, actually,
Did you bring?
I brought an egg.
You brought an eggplant. Oh, this one's thick.
Touch my fucking eggplant. You want to touch my eggplant? You can
This one's
subscribe.
girthy.
Hell yeah. So basically, I started it OnlyFans because everybody still won't leave me alone about it.
Mm-hmm.
And as a way to troll the trolls, or if it's something you like and you want to be part of it, great. I made an OnlyFans called Mike's Big Eggplant, which I'm shocked that it was available. And I literally just posted with like skinny little eggplants sticking out of my fucking waistband, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" And I've been like going for it.
That happened on one of my friends' Instagram. They someone commented like, "Oh, when are you gonna make an OnlyFans?" And then I commented on their comment. I was like, "Calm down."
Yeah, literally.
I
Calm
was
down.
like, that is not something you should ask someone. That's
No.
very kind of rude.
But now I'm starting a new thing because even my mom called me. She goes, "Do you need me to get you eggplants for your fake OnlyPlants?" And I'm like, "Wow, a supportive mother. We love this."
Only plants. Wow,
but
we
I'm-
should start that.
I'm
We
about
should
to-
make a OnlyFans parody website called Only Plants, and
Let's
they
do it.
cannot sue us because
Let's do
of
it.
parody law.
Let's do it. I am, however, I'm gonna step on this.
That might be a kink of its own with like bare feet.
Yeah.
Oh damn, you might have to charge extra for that.
Alive. I'm gonna step on his bare feet. So I made an OnlyFans. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep it because it's a joke and I kind of feel bad about it. But if people like it, who knows?
Honestly, keep it for as long as it goes. You know,
Honestly, gonna get that
make
money
that
back.
money, make that money.
What
What else is happening? Oh, should we go into hookup time?
we could.
We like completely forgot about that.
I'm gonna read my hookup time, but didn't I have a good hookup time, like a personal one in the last podcast? I forgot about it. I think I said one actually did a personal, but I was drunk.
It was like it wasn't a recent one. It was like a past hookup you just talked
yeah.
about. I do not remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. We were drunk. We had like 3 drinks, and they hit harder
Yeah.
than we expected, and we were like slurring.
Yeah, it got to the point. It got to the point, guys. Here's the thing that you need to, because a lot of people were like, post it anyway. Mike, why did you tell Mac not to post it? Because sometimes I don't even agree with the things that come out of my own fucking mouth.
And I can tell when you're out of it because then you start to go like you start to talk shit about everything and everyone.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Mike's in a certain mood today.
The thing is, I don't have a filter to a fault, and then I'll say things and get mad at myself for saying things. And then there's sometimes you can't retract things you said.
Mhm.
And then I get mad at, you know what I mean? So it's just like, wow, that's a little too much. I didn't know if it would be too much.
It might have been. We don't know.
Well, that's why I was like, cut it.
Even like we're just spilling tea. Even like midway through the podcast, I stopped Mike in his tracks
Yeah.
and said, "Watch yourself."
Yeah.
In the middle of the podcast because you were going overboard.
Yeah. It was like one of those moments where, like, remember when I used to like I said attack your fans or whatever when I used to
Mhm.
talk shit? I talk shit about everybody. I talk shit about everybody here and the fans. And Mac was like, "Don't do that." I'm just a shit talker. But see, in my head, it's playful.
I'm
but
bad at marketing. You're bad at PR. Okay, we need. Welcome to Messy.
That's why we have Oliver and Roma. It's not an official podcast unless Roma is sitting in the background in that chair. Okay, but unless it comes to me, I will read This one sounds fun.
Someone said put slow mode on. What the hell is slow
What the fuck is
mode?
Guys, stop reading the chat. That's
we
it.
have to read
I'm
the
blocking-
chat.
Mac-
We are
distracted. I'm blocking the chat from
we
Mac.
are talking. We are on a live. We have to communicate with people. Now I want to know what slow mode is. Wait a minute.
You guys, look what you did.
Now I'm curious. What is slow mode, guys?
I'm getting a shot glass.
We're using OBS, so I don't think slow mode exists. But like, thank you so much for giving us that option. Let me see. I'm trying to see if slow mode exists.
You want a shot?
I want a shot.
Roma, you have to. I'll take the shot.
I don't know the hell slow mode. Oh, is it a setting on YouTube Live? Never mind. Fuck you.
You guys,
Okay.
I got us this expensive bottle. One, because for me, and
Slow mode for the chat. How do you do that? How do you slow mode the chat?
you're still slow.
Out.
We're gonna be here
I don't
for
know.
4 hours.
I don't know what slow mode is. What is slow mode, guys? How do you slow mode?
You guys, I also want this to be known. I'm currently pouring us all a congratulatory shot of 1942 Don Julio. This is my favorite liquor. So if I ever one day have a meet and greet and you want to bring me something nice, this bitch. This is the only thing I'll accept.
Isn't it like $200? I'm not taking a shot.
Yes, you are.
I am not taking a shot.
It's a baby shot.
I do not take shots of tequila.
Yes, you're.
I
Mac,
get emotional if I
Mac,
take shots
it
of
is the
tequila.
only way to drink
I
this.
get emotional if I take shots
Mac,
of tequila.
It's a baby shot.
If I take shots of tequila, I get emotional.
I need a triple baby shot.
I'm
'Cause
making
the
you take
last time
it.
I had shots, I almost projectiled.
Oliver, you're taking a shot just like me.
Oh,
You're taking a baby shot.
Okay, okay.
I am not taking a
It's
shot
really
of
good.
tequila.
It's really smooth, and it kind of has a hint of vanilla.
Do not give me that shot. I'm going to waste that 100 bottle of tequila.
Ooh, I'm gonna need a babier shot than that. The fuck?
This is the babiest of
Okay,
baby
fine,
shots.
Fine.
Just hold it.
The last time, okay.
Someone
the
said put
last-
on the wig.
The last time I took a shot of tequila,
Someone said Roma is ready.
I almost called my ex.
People are calling you pretty.
Everybody calls Roma pretty.
So you're stating facts on the line? No.
All right, everybody, come here. I have a cheers. I want to do a cheers to this collaborative project
Oh, fuck me.
that we have all worked so hard on. Cheers to you guys for listening. For those of you who watch every week, we are so happy you're here because this has been so much fun. I enjoy our quality time, even though we annoy the shit out of each other a lot.
You don't annoy me that much.
Well, I mean, you don't annoy me that much either.
Why, don't spill it.
Bitch, I will never waste
cheers.
this.
Here's to 1 year, and
I love
hopefully,
you all. Cheers. Ooh.
hopefully we get our shit together in the next one.
Fuck, I'm gonna die, okay?
Oh,
See,
so
I-
Oh, that shot hurts so much.
that was a lot. That's why I did that,
It
but
takes me a
It
second.
went down smooth, but like.
so smooth.
I cannot do shots of tequila.
Well, yeah, but it's so good.
I
Did
broke-
you not drink it? Roma,
Did I ever tell you?
Oh, do it.
Did I ever tell you the first time I got drunk on tequila? It was my senior year of high school, and I ended up breaking a door.
I dropped an egg.
Okay. So hookup time.
Should I talk about my story of me breaking a door? Just mention it. And
Yes, go ahead, but you have to take that shot.
So yeah, I got drunk off tequila my senior year of high school. Don't get drunk underage, kids.
Ooh.
And I just got I don't want to talk into big specifics, but I could be a very mother type. And so when two people are doing something I don't think they should be doing, I try to stop it. And two people were trying to do something that I don't think they should be doing because they were going to regret it. And so I was trying to stop it, so I ended up breaking the door. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
Two people that I care about and knew they were going to regret it.
Okay.
I broke the door.
Got it.
And then I left the party.
Got it. I'm not going to
End
even
of
ask
the
a question.
story.
We love a protective friend. We love it.
Yes, they didn't love it at the moment, but then they loved it afterwards. But then they ended up hooking up like 2 years later. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just prolong that. Oops. Sorry for the door.
I can't tell my messiest moment. I almost made a really emotional video I had a video ready to go yesterday and I didn't post anything because I was like, this is too emotional. I don't want to post it. You know, sometimes I get in my feelings and I make like those like emotional videos of like my past. I decided not to do that. I just like scrapped it. Like, this is dark. I don't know if I want dark shit on my channel like that.
Dark shit. Yeah, I get sometimes, like, whenever I feel like a video is going too dark, I tend to like over edit it, being like, oh, that is too much for the moment.
Exactly. But even I, like, you know me, I joke about like, oh, Michael has like sexual trauma and past issues. Let's make a joke of it. I think you can only go so far with that until it becomes problematic.
I feel like, I mean, for the same for me, I talk about kind of dark subjects in the world, and so I try to make it light and digestible. And sometimes when I feel like I'm going too serious, I'm like, here's a meme.
It's true. I don't know. I like making like
do the savage challenge. Lushy24 says.
We're not TikTokers. Actually,
I'm a savage.
TikTok is officially.
Gracia Boziaracha.
Copyright.
You still haven't taken that shot?
I haven't taken it either.
Oh my god. Well, you both have to by the time this is over. Roma, do it right now. 3.
We'll do it later, Roma. We'll do it later, Roma. Roma, we'll do it later.
I just ate a peanut butter cup. This ain't gonna sit well with me.
Well, oh yeah. So TikTok is officially my largest platform. Does that make me a TikToker?
Yeah, sure. Do it. Go out for it.
I don't want
Post
to.
those shirtless TikToks and you're going.
Yes, that's all I do. That's right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. No. Here's the tea. And this is why I don't like TikTok, because it doesn't make sense. I do the most bullshit things. It's like the least amount of creativity, the least amount of effort, and it's my most successful
That's
platform.
how we do. It's easy digestible. People like easy digestible content, but that doesn't mean I can transfer to. We always talk about it. Doesn't mean it can easily transfer to other shit. When you actually put thought into other shit.
Ugh. I've become what I hated the most.
Don't hate it. You know, cloud is cloud, you know, in this industry. Use it for your advantage, okay? Use it to up your value, okay?
You're right.
At the end of the day, up your value and eat the rich. So.
We don't eat. See, you say that now, and one day I'm going to show up when we go on tour one day, I'm going to show up to your hotel room with a rich dead person. Like, room service, bitch!
Our tour, literally our behind the scenes goal is to find a sugar daddy while we're on tour together.
True. Have you ever seen a dead body?
I mean, yes, at funerals.
No, in real life, like not at funerals.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Maybe I have. I just like blocked it out of my mind.
What privilege, guys. What privilege. You must be so, I'm going to be.
I mean, I'm from LA. I am from Los Angeles, so I probably have seen a dead body. I just didn't know it was dead.
Oh, like homeless people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
that's sad,
It's
Mac.
very sad.
Mac. How privilege. Also, I have a great question for Oliver. Because I had somebody attack me because I did that eggplant thing. Because I put like
I did see a dead body.
Okay, stop.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, go.
I did. I didn't know it was dead, but Trader Joe, in front of Trader Joe's in Hollywood, a homeless man had a heart attack and died right in front of the entrance. But I thought he was just laying there, and then suddenly I saw on the news a homeless man died of a heart attack in front of Trader Joe's, and I was like, oh, so that man was dead when I walked past him. And that was probably, I just remember that. And that was like a year ago, 2 years ago now. It's sad. It's sad.
That's terrible.
I was like, so like, I didn't know what to do. I just felt like down for like a good week.
The hardest thing about living in Los Angeles, and I'm from New York, you know what I mean? But you see poverty more in Los Angeles than anywhere else. And in New York, they're like, I used to make friends with the homeless people, and I used to bring, like, there's this one guy who used to be at my train stop. And I used to get him something from the dollar menu every single day because he also had a puppy that I named Nuggets. Aww. So I used to get the puppy named Nuggets, and him a $1 Whopper.
Aww.
I know. And then one day they stopped being there, and I don't know what happened. I was very nervous. That was back when I was a businessman in Manhattan. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah, when you worked in that company.
Remember when I was a businessman?
You worked in a company that you quit because you came in super late after going to a circuit party.
No.
That was a different job?
That was a different job. And it wasn't a circuit party. No. You're completely wrong.
What was it?
I never got fired from a circuit party. I quit that job.
Yes, you quit because you came in late.
But that was when I was working.
Just like, fuck it.
That is when I was working in finance, and I was planning on quitting anyway. And here's the great part of the story.
Here's the tea.
I went to the Abbey's Christmas party, where I ended up having a threesome with my coworker Alex and his boyfriend, which in turn got me casted on Lohan Beach Club,
Yeah, you
which
told
is
me
why
that.
they brought him out there to begin with. So not only did that threesome get me on a
Yeah, that
reality
was
show,
when you quit. That I remember that story. Yep.
so
we
you know what?
talked
It was
about
worth it. Yes, I left my finance job, but bitch, that got me casted on
That was
MTV.
like one of the first
So-
episodes when you talked about that in your hookup time.
What awkward hookups have you guys had that got you casted on a major television network, huh? Eat my
Wow.
dick. Eat my dick.
Can you relate?
What was I gonna say though? I forgot.
We were talking about what?
Hmm? Oh, the privilege.
Privilege.
Someone told me to check my privilege recently, and here's my thing.
What's your thing?
And it may be problematic.
It's going to be
I've
problematic.
taken a shot, so if you guys want to cancel me, start recording now. But here's the thing, because when someone's like, wow, like, because I posted the OnlyFans joke in the video where I had an eggplant in my waistband. Or
Someone
whatever.
said, Mike, you were on Lohan Beach Club. Calm down.
Yeah. See you on the challenge soon, bitch.
Oh, gosh.
So they told me to check my privilege because I posted eggplant in my waistband, and they're like, "Wow, using food like that when other people's can't even eat. What white?" I was like, "Okay," but here's the thing.
It's an eggplant.
It's an eggplant, and it was like they're like, "I get you're wasting food when some people don't have food," and I get that. But here's my thing.
Have you seen cake farts?
Have you seen cake farts?
That is a big thing on the internet.
Yeah. It's when it's not that big of an issue. It's like, yes, there is people that like have privilege, but I feel like it's only wrong if you use that privilege in a negative way or refute the fact or like the recognition that other people don't have that same privilege. However, wouldn't it be unintelligent to not utilize one's personal privilege if you have it? And this is not me doing it. This is me asking an actual question to a lot of people who are like all over the spectrum. Do you know what I mean? Because that, for example, say you're somebody who just got $10,000 and you're in a room with 10 people.
Yesterday? Okay.
Fuck you. And all the 9 other people in the room got $1,
Mhm.
and you were told you could either split it with everybody here, or you can keep it all yourself. That's like a great example of privilege. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I guess that all comes down to what is more valuable to you, your own personal needs or the perception of everybody else has of you? Do you know what I mean? And at what point of utilizing your own privilege becomes unintelligent and problematic?
True.
I think for that point, they're mad at the
You
wrong-
can't.
Wait,
we
wait.
can't hear you.
Come here.
We.
This is me just asking a genuine question because I want to learn.
Already wasted. Anyway, I think at that point, it's they're mad at the wrong person, because that's more you should be mad at how the food industry wastes so much food anyway, and like they were mad at the wrong person essentially.
Yeah. Did you see like on Tiger King when they would go for the meat truck and use all the meats? Like once you touch meat on a shelf, they just throw it away. When that could be going to homeless people.
That's.
'cause
I
it's
mean,
not-
that's a big conversation with people. That's what people say when pick your battles. Like, don't fight the small person. Fight the bigger corporation instead.
True.
Because the small people, like half the time, it's not really.
True.
The fight doesn't really change anything. Like,
Yeah.
don't waste your energy on a fight that's not going to change the world.
Very true.
Fight on the bigger problems.
And you guys don't know, I could be making eggplant parmesan with these eggplants once I'm done sticking it in my dick, and you have no idea.
Are you making eggplant? I had. Oh my god, eggplant lasagna is like the greatest thing on earth.
You cook?
Yes,
When do you
sometimes.
cook?
Once in a blue moon, bitch. But it happens, you know?
I want to see you cook. Oliver bakes amazing.
Oliver has been cooking and baking a lot more than me.
Oliver has ramen, you guys. He makes it like home, fresh, and it's absolutely amazing. I want it. I actually want it. I do.
Take it right now. Take it. Just grab it. So hookup time?
Hookup time.
How
3
long is this live gonna be? Are we just gonna go on
We're
for a
just
bit?
gonna go on for a while. We're
Okay.
hanging out.
An hour.
The special, it's gonna this live is gonna be as long as you guys want to stay. So if you want to leave and come back, I might also see if I could just post it and leave it up for other people when we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3, 2, ready, and it's hookup time with Mike. Woo! Yeah. And that privilege conversation we just had counts as Mike's rants. Just
Mike's
saying.
rights?
Mike's rants.
Mike's rants. It sounded like it said Mike's rights.
Rants.
Mike, you already have rights.
Mac, your fridge tore was 85% expired, 15% Oliver's food. What?
I don't know.
Oh, when I did a tour of my fridge, yeah, it was majority expired shit and the majority things you got. And I was like, yeah. I know. I mean, there's time. I cook once in a blue moon. Sometimes I'm like, okay, let's go out and buy shit. I want to cook this. And then other times it's like, I'm not really, I don't get into that mood of just like buying random shit just because I think I'm going to cook one day because that shit's going to get spoiled. I'm going to get mad at myself for not cooking it.
I'm
like
an
that
Italian.
ground beef was in our freezer for a while because I was going to cook something and I never got to it.
Did you freeze it?
Yeah, we freezed it.
You have to freeze it.
Mm-hmm. But it was like past like the freezer point too. Like
was it in there for 3 years?
It was in there from like we transferred it from our past apartment.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just forgot it was in there, and that's what
Postmating
happens sometimes.
too much.
Yeah, that's what happens. I forget that I buy ingredients, and I get pissed off.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Was that the conversation we had 20 minutes ago?
Hookup time with Mike. What is the
Hookup
hookup time?
So,
we don't have music.
I'm going for the. What's fine? It's hookup time with Mike.
I'm gonna play it.
So you have it?
I'm just gonna play a YouTube video. Keep it going.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead.
the title of this video, is called "One Guy, One Pregnant Girl, and Me Naked in the Street Being Called a Whore." My Tuesday.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Have you ever fucked somebody and then their significant other that you didn't know about came home?
No.
You haven't?
No, Mike. We're not crazy like
I've
you.
lived a life. Have you? Never mind. I almost just said something that.
Say it.
Have you ever been tied up and somebody blew crack in your face?
Almost.
Yes. No, I'm kidding.
Every night, guys. How do you think? What do you think I'm doing before I film a video?
Yeah. And then you looked at their computer and you saw that they were live.
Oh
Almost.
Is that a real story?
no! Mike, I love you.
Welcome to Hookup Time with Mike.
Hello.
People were like, Mike, what?
And this is why I stopped talking about my own personal experiences because I need content for the book.
Okay, damn. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Okay.
Mike.
Oh, you're
Mm-hmm.
Mike, as a fellow dyslexic, I'm going to try and make this as easy to read as possible. So I already failed.
He tried.
Okay, here we go. This is the story from a few years ago of a guy, a pregnant girl, me naked in the street at 3 a.m., killing a deer by accident, and my drunken parents.
Ooh.
Basically, this was a Saturday night, 3 to 4 years ago, horny as fuck, so I clearly think it's a good idea to turn to Grindr. I very quickly find a lovely gentleman to fuck with. We agree that I would go to his apartment and go from there. So I drove to his apartment building and I messaged to tell him I'm there. He messages back with a voice note to say, in my car, and he'll come out to my car, which he does. Except he gets in the back of my car and I'm still behind the wheel. What is she, a fucking Uber driver? Were they a fucking... They didn't say what gender they were.
Wow, did you just misgender a
I didn't know,
genderless
I'm
email?
sorry. Okay. Well, they said grinder. Well, they said grinder. So is it safe to assume that it's a homosexual relationship?
I mean, I guess.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna go with. Okay. We agreed that I would go to his apartment in my car and he'll come out of my car, which he does. I am so confused, and I'm like, hey, confused as fuck. He tells me to get in the
Where
back.
is this story going?
It's long. He tells me to get in the back, so I did. And we very quickly get naked.
Ooh.
Side note, I'm still parked on the street, a well-lit street, with a few apartment buildings. Never do that. Pause it. Never do that. When I used to do this kind of stuff, I would go to the community bowling alley because they had a large parking lot that was not lit, and I would go in, I would park in the corner that was also covered by a lot of trees, so it was very private. And I used to do a lot of deeds there.
If you're in LA and there is no weird bowling alley to go to, try a jogging
The
trail.
alley behind Mickey's.
The alley behind Mickey's. I've had my dick sucked so many
be
times.
careful. Be careful because the police have gotten onto that spot. So
How do you know it wasn't the police that were sucking my dick?
I mean, honestly, it could have been. It could have been, but they patrol that area. Apparently, I've heard on the forums.
Yeah.
So like, be careful.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done to get out of a ticket or to get out of trouble in the police?
I've never.
Have you ever had sex with a police officer?
No.
Okay.
Fuck the police.
Don't fuck the Fed, literally. Though.
Okay, sometimes you don't have enough money to pay the $300 fine. Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome
White
to Messy.
After a while of me sucking his dick, he tells me to get on my back and asks me where my lube was. I thought it was understood that if you're going to someone's place, they provide the lube. Never assume. Never assume. Okay. I didn't realize this was a Starbucks where you can bring your own cup for a discount. I obviously told him that I didn't have any in my car. He shrugs his shoulders and tries to stick his 9-inch dick in my dry.
Hello? ...
I said, are you not gonna at least spit? When in doubt, just use spit.
When in doubt, just use spit.
It's always the people that
when everything goes wrong, just on it and you're good to go.
I want to make a shirt. One day when I have merch, I'm going to have a tank top that says just use spit. Because I can't tell you the amount of tops I've fucked that are like, I'm total tops. And then I get them in bed and they're like, just use spit. Like, are you kidding? Anyway.
I'm a virgin.
Do spit. Ready? What are you doing? 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 Oh, you're... Guys, stop commenting about the bit rate because Mac is a perfectionist that needs to fix everything. Play me the music, Beach. He said, no. So I immediately went back to sucking his dick. A few minutes later, he comes and asks, and as he does, my door on his side opens while my mouth is still around his dick. My immediate thought is, fuck the cops. And then I look up to see a very pregnant woman who starts screaming. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were fucking with these whores. What are you pointing at?
Oh, I was talking to Oliver. I'm sorry. It like buffered. Can you guys see us? Wait,
Sorry,
give me a second.
I
Yeah, give us a sec. Can you guys see us? Are we back to normal? Everyone refresh this. I'm gonna comment. Everyone refresh if we're buffering. Refresh if we
Like, let me watch it.
Yes. Okay, so they can see us. If they're answering yes, then they can see us.
Ah! Okay, those so many yeses.
Okay, we're good. Back to my story.
Okay, wait. Let's go back to OBS. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. So yes, if you freeze, then just refresh the page. We're doing our best. Welcome to Messy. Back to my story. Ahem.
Oop, it like buffered. I think YouTube is.
It might be our Wi-Fi.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start reading. The door opens and someone starts screaming, I knew it! I knew it! I knew you were fucking with these whores. In that New York I knew it! I knew you were fucking with these whores. In that New York way of saying whores. Think Teresa Giudice flipping the table yelling prostitution whores!
Prostitution horses!
Somebody, oh my god, I love the Housewives reference.
That is the only reference everyone knows. Mike, calm down.
Fucking whores!
Prostitution horses!
It was the dude's girlfriend, which he at no point mentioned at all. And at this point, I'm on the other side of my car, wanting the street to... I didn't know anybody was there. Wanting the street to swallow me whole. Oh, and I've still got his cum on my face, by the way. While this woman is screaming, I look at the street and see people on their balconies watching from all different apartments while I'm sitting there butt-ass naked with cum on my face. What? It's not Tuesday?
We love that. We stand that.
We stand that. Welcome to Messy. After a while, this guy gets out of my car. Pause. Hold on. After a while, I would have been in another country by then. I would have jumped the border. After a while, what's he doing? Sitting, waiting? Oh
I mean, hey.
Okay. After a while, this guy gets out of my car and turns and says, I'll text you.
What a piece of shit.
Like, what are you gonna do? Answer his text and be like, "Hey, sup? What you up to?"
This is a weird ass Netflix movie. Okay.
Okay. No, thank you. And his girlfriend turns to me and says, "You should be ashamed, whore." And as she slammed my door, all I could think was, if I was a whore, I'd be sitting here with a 50 and a cigarette. Fuck, they should have been paid after this experience. First of all, pause it. First of all, coming from an ex-escort, never just 50, okay? For a blowjob, for that, you want to acquire at least an hour worth of time, which is a minimum of $1,500, especially if you're a good one. For me, I would charge, I think, a minimum of $3,000 for an hour.
I don't know why you made eye contact with me while saying that.
Because, bitch, if you want to know my rates. No, back in the day. It's also sad I never saw any of that money. Wow, trafficking sucks. You didn't watch my video, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch that 45-minute video. What do you?
You might want to go back and watch that
about?
45-minute video. Anyway. So I crawled into the front seat and pulled my sweatpants up. Why haven't you pulled them up already? No idea where my shoes or shirt were. On my drive home, the whole time thinking, fucking whore, etc. As I'm driving, I drive around the corner, maybe 50 miles an hour, and I clipped a fucking deer.
Okay, so
Fuck me and fuck this night.
I'm calling PETA. How long is this story?
We have a while left. Apparently more shit happens. We have like another paragraph.
My gosh. Okay.
I got out of the car and the deer was clearly dead. My car seemed fine, I guess, and there wasn't much I could do, so I got into my car and drove home. Bonus story. The bonus story.
What's left? Yeah, exactly. That's an entire short story left.
Yes. Okay, we don't get mad when Pixar does it before the movie, but we're gonna get mad now.
Okay, whatever.
Okay. As I drove home, I pulled in the gate. It's my mom and dad's property. What do you?
It's a beat, alright?
My head itches. Okay.
Okay. It's my mom and dad's property, and they built a home on the other side of the property for me. The gate is shared by the driveway split out. Left goes to my parents and right goes to me. My mom, who decided at the last minute to throw a party at their bar at the house. And as I pulled in the gate, my mom gets a notification that the gate had opened, and it shows a video of my car pulling in. And it didn't... What?
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Pulling in, and it didn't take a genius to figure out where I had been at 3 a.m. So my mom, dad, and all 30 of their friends decided to run to my house shit-faced. And as I step out of the car, wearing only my sweatpants, they immediately start ripping into me. And my mom, I wondered where all my baby oil was. Wait, Dad. And my dad said, "Honey, did you at least remember your knee pads?"
Really bad. Okay, Oliver.
Ooh. Ooh, no.
Stop touching the mic.
That's, yeah,
Just stop touching the mic. You might be fucking it up by touching the connection over and over again.
Okay, I finally speak into the mic. Am I better? Guys, I'm so sorry.
you're good.
I finally spoke into the mic. I finally spoke into the mic and like, what happens? Sorry.
Wait.
I'm sorry, I'm a little fucked up from chugging an entire glass of high quality alcohol and then
Wow.
taking a shot.
We get it. It's high quality, Mike.
I'm gonna keep saying it, remember, because I spent a lot of money on it. Okay, you have $400 worth of alcohol here for a fucking podcast.
I'm making my own bartender.
Anyway. My dad said, "Did you at least bring your knee pads?" They could barely contain their laughter, and honestly, my parents and their friends were the only things that made me laugh that night. Somehow, I let them convince me to continue drinking with them, and I grabbed a shirt and headed over. The next day, I woke up at 2 p.m. in a flower bed.
So apparently, Mike, no one can hear you.
I mean, if that the chat is lagged from what we can hear.
Can you guys hear me okay?
If not, welcome to me. Hi guys, I'm Mac. I'm the person you came to see originally.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like watching it now to make sure.
Yeah, that was low-key homophobic that my mic caught up that way. Excuse me.
Stop touching it. That's what's causing it to make those noises. Yeah, everyone's like, stop touching the mic.
Everyone said it's quiet now.
I can hear.
Well, because I was speaking away from the mic.
I turned it down drastically. That's probably what's happening.
No, don't turn it down drastically. You put it back to normal because now I'm back. Well, no. Look at the thing. We good, sis.
Yeah, the chat lags. We need to stop looking at the chat.
Yeah. We good, Oliver? We okay? Thank you. You guys, we have two amazing production assistants if you want to hire them. Oliver and Roma. They're killing it.
Roma
I
Oliver.
I was gonna be like, Yuma Roma.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah.
Sorry, I got an itch.
I can't believe these parents
that
are
was
so
a
great.
messy story and a very messy output of us telling the
Like a
story.
synopsis, because now I'm just lost.
So basically, in the story, he went to go hook up with somebody. He went to their house, and the guy came out to the car to hook up in the back of the car on the street that was well lit. And while he was sucking his dick with cum on his face, the guy's girlfriend, who was pregnant, opened the car, started calling him a whore, while everybody else was now watching on their balconies laughing. So after a while of dealing with that, he went home, and his parents came out and busted him with 30 of their plus friends who were all drunk, being like, haha, you slut.
Damn, that's rough.
Yeah, that's Thursday.
That's the tea. And that was hookup time with Mike. Sorry for the mess.
I have a personal hookup time story. It happened right before the quarantine.
Okay.
I hooked up with somebody.
Who?
This is the story because
Was it the CEO
No.
of whatever
No.
Aris told
No.
us?
it was really great. It was really great, but I don't know their name, and I don't know where they're from and everything, and I can't find them. It's almost like Cinderella.
Do you want to?
I want to.
Nothing like Cinderella.
It's almost like Cinderella. I can't find them. I can't find their ad. I can't find you. And we had such. It was so great. It was so great. I've been looking for them. Yes.
Trying to find what do
Only
they
if
look
it-
like?
Does it fit your foot? Does my dick fit your ass?
Okay. So, welcome to Messy.
Hi.
I never finished my drink. Should we do
Finish
to the
your
drink?
Yeah, we could do Truth or Drink. We also have a lot of questions to answer.
True. Should we get into questions a little
Let's
bit?
do questions and then we'll play Truth or Drink. Wow.
Let's get into the mystifying questions of the internet world.
Yes, if you guys aren't following our Instagram, be sure to follow us at MessyPod. Wait, is that yes? MessyPod on Instagram.
MessyPod on Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm feeling this drink now.
Are you really?
I'm zoning out a little bit. I haven't eaten anything yet today. Yeah, either. So yeah, this is like a very bad decision I just made today.
Me neither.
One big brain.
Have you ever shit your pants in public?
No,
I have.
of course you have.
In this,
Someone said, "Damn, Mac, eat something now."
Mac doesn't eat. That's a thing. I always
I
yell at him
don't.
to eat. He eats late.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people might be surprised because my big ass self. I'm big not because I eat too much. I'm big because I don't eat right enough. And then when I do eat, it's not the right thing. And so my body conserves all that fat and sugar. And I am the body you see today.
What are some?
I've had eating problems since I was in middle school. So.
Oliver, come here.
I just get very into my mind
Wait, Oliver,
sometimes.
hold on, guys. We're pausing the podcast.
I'm not even that bad. It's not even that
And
bad.
that's on Love is
Wow.
Support.
And that's
And we
on
all
love.
just got corona. So it's just I have a tendency to get into my head a lot. Whenever I start thinking about too much things and too much to do, I just don't even think about eating. And so yeah, people send me, like my boyfriend sends me texts, you send me texts, Oliver sends me, everyone just keeps on reminding me, have you eaten yet? Have you eaten yet? Have you eaten yet?
Yeah.
Which is good. I need that. Like keep on doing that, even if I seem annoyed as fuck. I need that.
Yeah.
And you guys know I need it. So
Yeah. We ain't afraid to annoy you. What's your favorite episode of Messy? Do you have a favorite episode of Messy?
every episode we have with Arise. I love Arise so much.
Wow.
I hate you.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, I love Arise too.
I love Arise. Those are my favorite episodes. The episode where we ate the ass with Miles, Jay, it's probably
That-
my top episode
That
ever.
is crazy.
Was hilarious.
I was also stoned out of my
You
mind.
We all were
were.
pretty high.
Well, I'm sorry. No, I wasn't. I was don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. We were don't be suspicious.
If we ever come
By
out with merch,
accident. That's the funny part. It was all by accident. We
Yeah.
all were like, oop.
if we
during that
ever
episode.
if we ever come out with merch, people want that to be a shirt. But I'm still definitely partial to messy undies.
Yeah, true. I do want Messy with a skid mark
Yes.
already printed on
Already
it.
printed on it.
So you don't have to worry, bitch. When is Miss Rona dying? Never. Viruses never die. They come back. That's happening. We can find a cure, but it's still going to be around, bitch. You just gotta wait until it calms down, and then we can go back to our lives, and it'll pop back up later. Either we'll go back in hiding, or we'll just be like, whatever.
Oh,
Messy jock straps.
yes.
Messy jock straps. Yes.
I will promote that
I'm
myself at a
into
circuit
it.
party.
Let's meet. What's his name? Christian Andrew. You
Andrew
can have
Marco
sex
Marco.
with Marco.
Marco Marco's my good friend. We can do that.
We can make underwear Marco Marco.
We can make an exclusive Marco
Messy
Marco.
underwear, bitch.
We can make an exclusive Marco Marco. He's one of my really, really close friends.
That's gonna be expensive ass underwear, but there
No,
you go.
I get it for free.
Oh, I mean, other people won't. Okay, calm down.
I
I want to
remember-
walk in a We were trying to get Marco was supposed to be one of our guests before everything.
He's gonna be
before
eventually.
the pandemic happened.
I know.
We had him registered as a guest. He was on Next in Fashion on Netflix. The guy that won the underwear challenge because he's an underwear designer.
I was supposed to. I'm supposed to be in one of his upcoming shows.
I want to be on one of his shows. Tell him to be on his show.
He will. There's
I've seen his shows. I know
They're
would.
great.
Yeah, they're really great.
They're
really
really
fun
great.
to watch.
He did a whole one that was like everybody in the show was trans. That was amazing.
Yeah, he does really, really cool shows.
Really cool.
And they're
shows.
all so energetic, and everyone's like so happy and having a good time walking.
He's
down
an
that
amazing
runway.
person. He really is.
And
Amazing
so I really want to be
person.
part of one of them.
James
James Charles walked for it before,
And it was a
so
horrible
did-
walk.
Yeah, it was not a good walk.
It was a
And
horrible
then so
walk.
did Manny
Manny.
anyway. A few YouTubers have walked with Marco.
Arise
before.
walked.
Arise all
Always
the time.
walks.
Yeah, always walks with Marco.
But no, I remember one night me and Marco went out and we got wasted, and we went back to his store at like 5 a.m, and he was just like, and he saw my underwear was like Hanes. It was like when I 1st moved here, and he was like, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, "Hanes." And he was like, "Absolutely not." So we did a whole fashion show where he went around his store just grabbing a bunch of different
Random given
pieces
to you.
and gave me like a bag of like 40 pieces of underwear that I was like trying on and being like, "Yeah." It was hysterical.
I met him on my 21st. I remember that.
Yes,
He's like the only face I remember.
he's great.
Because I was so gone.
Favorite memory from season 1?
Favorite memory from season 1? Us both tired as hell recording 2 episodes in your apartment. It was before I was going somewhere, and
Yeah.
we were both
We were both
exhausted, and we filmed 2. For some reason, that's like the most memorable moment.
I remember.
Of us just like, let's just do this. We got to film 2 weeks worth of episodes today.
Yeah.
I forgot where I was going. I was going somewhere.
You were going
for,
to
like, a
visit
bit.
Jake, probably.
I don't think so. I think I was going to different. I was going to Italy.
You were going
for
to
Jake.
Italy.
I was
You were
going to
going
Italy.
We did that. I was going to Italy too. No, it was when I was going to Italy.
It was when you were going to Italy.
I will say there's 2 moments because I've officially been proven right. One, when I told y'all that Tana and Jake's relationship was bullshit, and it just got confirmed.
Everyone knew, and yet
No.
it just got confirmed.
I don't want to hear shit. Like, I'm so over this bullshit fake shit. I'm so over it.
Stop falling for YouTube drama.
Stop falling for the
Stop
fake YouTube
falling
drama.
for the YouTube bullshit.
And I also have an apology to make. Because when Mac was up for his... What award did you win?
What award did I win? YouTube Community of the Year.
You were up against someone named Joanna.
Yes, we talked about this in the previous podcast.
And I said...
I kept on telling you, you probably like this person. They're really good. They're really good. You're like, I don't give a shit.
I said, I don't give a shit. But the other night, I fell down a Joanna hole. And
you fell down like multiple Joanna holes.
I want to say right here, right now on record, Joanna was robbed. Joanna was robbed and she should have won.
100%. I 100% believe that. I feel like the only reason why I won over her is because I have seniority. Because I've been doing it for longer. I've been doing it for longer. And I think that's the reason why I won.
You deserve it, baby.
I'm like, you know what? I deserve it too. Even though I thought she was going to get it. I 100% thought until I started talking to other people about the award show and figured out like the way they were treating me. I was like, oh, I 100% thought Joanne was going to get it. But then I realized, oh, no, I'm getting it because they wanted me to be here for sure.
What? I have a question for you. What do you think is the worst podcast we ever filmed?
Probably the one of us very, very, very tired filming 2 episodes in a row. Season 1 because he had to go to Italy like the next day. I think you were leaving.
Advice cast.
We did an advice cast and then something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. Our first episode was filmed in my office on a Yeti
floor.
mic. We bouncing on a box.
Yeah.
As we were sitting on the floor screaming at a Yeti mic.
That was fun though. It was fun. I was excited about it.
People said, Mike, stop touching the mic.
I'm not touching the mic.
Yeah, that's it can hear when you pick it up. Yeah.
Okay. Someone asked, what is it like being an African American in Australia?
Oh, when I went to Australia? Yeah, for a second I was like, I'm not Australian. It is a different world. I will tell you that right now. Being an African American in Australia is you enter an entire different universe. They see you in an entire different light down there. I was in Melbourne. I don't know the rest of Australia, but I was it's a cultural change. Like I even met another guy that was also an African American from America. He was in Australia for like a year or something, and he turned to me and was like, "Yeah, it's a lot different here, right?" And I was like, "Yes, it's a lot different."
We gotta go.
You never like I was talking to my dad travels all around the world, and we talked about it too. It's like you never realize how actually racist America is until you go somewhere else as an African American male. Like, America is hella fucking racist, and you don't realize that until you're like in Paris or fucking Australia. It's so different. They treat us so differently. They have different expectations for us.
Wow.
Is my mic peaking? Yeah. Why do you look so embarrassed? It's literally not even a big deal.
Yeah, why is it peaking like that? It's not me anymore. It's definitely you. But like, why though? Why does it just happen? That's so strange. Oh, it's still peaking.
Yeah, it's peaking for me.
No, thank you. Thank you, Oliver. I don't want to hurt anybody. Oh my god.
Both peaking. Okay, how about now? We're good now. I think we're good now.
Are we good?
We're really low, though. We're really low. We're extremely low.
Let us know when we get too low.
Hello, 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 hello.
Now you guys know why we start our podcast the way we do.
Yeah. Literally, that's the reason why we did that, because that was literally me just testing the mics, and you replied to me. Yeah, you're like, hello. But yeah, if you guys couldn't hear me, but yeah, I was talking about. Can you guys hear me the last time? Someone said can't hear you now. Hello. Let me. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Stop moving it.
I need to look at it, Mike.
Fine, stop. Leave it alone. It's fine. Mac, stop touching it.
It's good.
Yeah, welcome to a new segment called Mac. Leave it alone.
Mac touching shit. Is it good now? It's like static and cracky.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It's the cables.
Is it the cable?
Stop touching the mics, guys.
Everyone...
Is it the water?
No.
I I doubt it. There's a rubbing coating.
Everybody, you good? We want to make sure you're good before we continue on. I guess. Oh my God.
It's also lag, so it's like a bit ago, but.
Ooh,
Are we good?
Yeah, just try not to touch the cord.
Okay, let's stop touching everything. Well, Oliver's listening to the audio in case it gets all fucked up.
Someone's saying it's good. We good.
Because y'all peak.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we probably need to go back to a company. I don't know if we can do this for ourselves anymore.
Honestly.
We gotta go back.
Okay.
Let's just not scream that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna review what I said. Yes, it is a very different experience being an African American male in Australia. Me and my dad were talking about because my dad travels a lot for work and all that shit because he's an aerospace engineer and everyone fucking needs that. And like we were saying, like, yeah, like you don't realize how racist America is and can be until you travel abroad as an African American and you realize how much people see us differently and treat us a lot differently in a lot of different countries, especially Australia and Paris and Europe in general. It's a lot different. It's a very big culture shock. I was very shocked. I was like, is this how I'm supposed to be treated? You know, is this how I'm treated when people like don't have these expectations or these thoughts about just the color of my fucking skin?
Yeah.
If you want to tell them that I'm listening to it, so we don't have to.
Oh yeah, if you guys, we have Oliver listening to the audio now. Because
So we don't.
West.
Yeah, you guys don't have to spam the chat if we're like fucking up on audio
I'm
because
gonna buy him ramen after this.
we have a PA.
We have a PA. But okay, here's a good question. If you could interview anyone in the world, who would it be except for Beyonce?
Except for Beyonce. If I could interview anyone in the world, who would it be? It would probably be no, I'm not taking a shot. It would probably be Naomi Campbell. I want to interview Naomi Campbell. I feel like it'd be funny. We have a very funny interview.
I want to say somebody realistic. I want to get Grace and Mamrie on the podcast, and I think that's something we could actually do. I think we can get Grace and Mamrie on the podcast. Why haven't we gotten Grace and Mamrie on the podcast?
I don't know. Why haven't we got Grace and Mamrie on the
Let's
podcast?
try to get Grace and Mamrie on the podcast. You know they're my idols. They're my YouTube stans. But I've been on YouTube for a very long time, so I don't know. I mean, I respect everybody on YouTube right now, but I'm not like that wasn't my realm.
Yeah, they were the people that got me into Grace helped. I keep on telling you, and every interview I do and every panel, I keep on telling people Grace Helbig was my main inspiration of starting YouTube.
Same.
And I still have never talked to her. I've never said a word to her in my entire life.
Can you imagine having Grace, somebody who not only is she inspired you, she inspired me, having her on our podcast? How amazing that would be.
That would be a great podcast. We can probably do it. I've had like people from like students, everyone be like, yeah, if you wanna talk to Grace, we can connect that. And I'm just like,
you should probably do that because Studio 71 and me, we're not speaking. So.
Oh gosh, the drama.
But no, I think that would be great. I think that would be an amazing podcast. Grace is my stan. She doesn't really make videos anymore.
She doesn't that much. Yeah, they don't really. None of them do really.
None of them
They've
do.
all like
They're-
kind of got their bag and started like living life,
Which I'm happy.
in other
with.
ways.
She seems much happier. She did inspire me to do something. So me, Ari, Kyle, and Billy have decided that we're going to eventually invest in properties together.
Ooh.
We're gonna all.
I know I need to start doing that. People keep on telling me you should start investing. Look into stocks. Look into this XYZ 401k and all that shit. I'm just
If
like,
I'm doing it with no money, you could do it with some.
I can do it with this Hollister check I keep on
Hell
getting.
yeah. Wow. Stan. But
I was
yeah.
supposed to do so much more with Hollister, but then this pandemic happened and everything got canceled.
That's a great question because the next question is: if COVID-19 did not happen, what would you currently be doing at this time?
I would have had. I mean, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it, but yeah, I would have done a lot of stuff with Hollister. You probably would have seen my face pop up in a lot of random things with Hollister. But I literally would have became a Hollister spokesperson with Elle Mills probably. But I don't know. But everything kind of got canceled. It's okay. I'm alive. I'm here, and I'm just happy for my health at this point.
Yes.
Knowing because I keep on getting warnings from my own doctor. Has told me that I lie in the risk of people dying. Like people are dying just because they have a history of asthma, and because I have a history of severe asthma, I have apparently a very very big chance of like getting a severe reaction to this virus going around.
Yeah, which is
so
why
I just feel blessed.
which is
every
the
day.
main reason why I went to get checked, because when you originally texted me, I was like, oh my god, I'm fine. And then when you were like, Mike, I'm at high risk, I'm like, I'm not even gonna fight with you. You're right, and I'm wrong. I'm gonna go get checked. I'm gonna go get checked, and that's it. I possibly would have been filming another reality show because I was interviewing for something that we were supposed to leave on May 1st. I also got told no by a different reality show recently, so you know which one that was.
You've been in talk to about a lot of reality shows, right? You have a lot of people like I
I
once you go into that reality show sphere, they keep on trying to shop you to different reality shows and keep on getting those phone calls and all that shit.
Well, also but they'll give you phone calls when you're not even eligible because you've been on other reality shows. Like there's a lot of reality shows I can't do. For example, the one reality show I've always wanted to do, the only one I actually want to do is Big Brother. And I will never be allowed to be on Big Brother
You
because
would
I've
never be allowed to be.
No.
You also worked for CBS.
I've also worked for CBS. So the only way
allow you on that show.
The only way I can get on it is if I get on Celebrity Big Brother with calm the fuck down.
I don't think that's happening anymore. I know Celebrity Big Brother in the UK got canceled.
Did it?
That shocked me when I heard about that. I was like, damn, I feel like that was like the one that was getting all the views.
Yeah. But I was supposed to be on X on the Beach, but all my exes canceled.
I'll be your ex.
You want?
We'll fight.
That's kiss me.
I can't do that.
I
can give me enough drinks. I can do it.
I was supposed to be on X on the Beach. I was supposed to be on something that was very similar to Housewives but involved men.
Oh yeah, is that still happening?
It hasn't been picked up yet.
Okay, good.
That's why I said no.
Because men ain't shit.
Well,
we don't need to see a reality show about them.
I said no to a show because it wasn't working right. And it wasn't picked up yet. So if it gets picked up and does well, I'll be on season 2. Yeah. And then I am in talks with another show. And then I was in talks with another show also, but they basically just told me we don't know if we could have you on because it's a Netflix show. And I was on a cable show, and they don't think that they can cross over at this point. So that's where Michael currently is. So I'm going to continue failing on YouTube until something happens. What's it like being a success?
It's great. I can pay my bills.
Someone just goes gay. With a
Gay?
question mark.
People do that all the time.
No.
No.
We have one for Oliver. Woo! Oliver, do you believe that Blackpink will come back in June? We all know YG is a little lying bitch.
Ooh.
Wait, don't pick up the mic.
Pick up the mic. Stop picking up the mic.
I heard it cackle. I'm so sorry. I picked up the mic.
Fuck YG.
Ooh.
And then actual YG.
Remember when people thought that YG the rapper was in charge of Blackpink and not the management company?
Yeah, fucking
that was a thing on Twitter for a quick second. I was like, wait, what? I believed it too, and I was like, wait, YG invested in Blackpink? And I was like, I see it. I understand why, but
Do you think they're coming back?
I think they will only because they have been working on stuff, and they've been saying been working on stuff, and they're not going to announce something.
Aren't
and
they
not do anything.
the biggest girl group in K-pop? Other than 20,
it depends.
Twice.
Where,
Twice is the other one, right? Or where? Okay.
Blackpink, I'm pretty sure is more popular in the U.S. than Twice, but Twice is more popular there. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. That's
okay. T.
What is your worst night out?
What is my worst night out?
What's your worst night out?
My worst night out.
I know your worst night out. Didn't somebody like pee in your room?
I love him to death. I will protect him until I die because that is the mother in me. But I don't think that was my worst night out. That was my worst after night.
I was so worried.
But yes, a friend got really drunk and they peed in my closet. And I had to gut out that entire closet, throw a few things away because I wasn't sure where he peed. And I had to clean the shit out of that carpet. I bought an entire machine for it. It's in my closet right now just to clean that carpet. Yeah. that was not my worst night out. That was my worst after night. I don't know what my worst night out is. I do not remember. I don't think I've had a terrible, terrible night out. Other than the night where, I did have a night where, Can
No
you?
way to make the light not so bright.
There's a notch on the back. If you can like kind of turn the notch a little bit.
Better.
There you go. Yeah.
More.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I've had nights where I've had like people like grind on me and all that stuff, and purposely like pick me out, and then realize they're only doing that because they watch my channel, and that makes me feel very awkward, and I have to leave the entire night. Like, there's been nights where I've like been out with people that have to leave early because I've been like pinpointed and like chased around and like
Pride
stalked.
was hard for you.
Specifically at Pride was hard, and specifically at Flaming Saddles in Los Angeles. That's the place where people like notice me the most, and I get very uncomfortable and end up having to leave the rest of the night.
Which is where I might be working.
Yeah.
I can't say my worst night, but what I can say, but I had something.
What you've had a lot of bad nights before, so good luck picking one.
That's why I'm saying I can't say a lot of them. There's a lot I can't say, which sucks. Imagine my story times. My story times would be like insane. Hannah, yeah, scalped, bald, dead, shaking, quaking. My worst night. How about I pick a worst night with you?
Ooh, what's the worst night of me?
I don't think I had one. Never mind.
We haven't had that many nights out to have a terrible night.
Pick a mediocre night for Mike.
It's like the nights we have out together. Usually you run into Ronnie or something by accident or somebody, and then you're hanging out with them, and then I'm over there dancing by myself. Or either dance with Oliver or some shit.
Oh, here's an annoying thing that piggybacks off you. It's not a worst night, but it's an annoyance of a night. Whenever I go out with Mac and people will like come over and be like, "Oh my god, like you're both on YouTube." Yeah. "Oh my god, Mac, I love your channel." Yeah. And then they go out of their way to be like, "I don't watch you."
Yeah, they're like, they happen multiple times before. It's like, "I love you, Mac. I know you're on YouTube, but I haven't watched you, Mike."
Yeah, like, just don't tell me.
That's kind of rude. Okay.
Just don't tell me. Just don't say anything. You don't have to say. People love when we're together to be like, "I don't watch you."
But I know you exist.
Yeah, great. Don't watch me. Oh my god. I'm so upset. Anyway.
And that's the
It's a minor
tea.
annoyance.
Any more questions, or should we get into truth or drink?
There was a. How long have we known each other?
For a few years. We've known each other since.
Drop an F in the chat.
Drop an F in the chat for Mike.
An F, like an F.
Draw an F.
It's like a fail, but it's like for gaming.
Type F in the chat for Mike.
Oh, which do you have an embarrassing school story?
An embarrassing school story? Not really. I didn't do that much in school. I've had my backpack stolen in middle school. That was probably weird.
If Mac and Mike switched lifestyles for a week, whom would have the hardest time adapting? Mac.
I would, for 100%.
Mac could never.
I would just be complaining, being like, "I have to do what? What the fuck? Wait."
I would not have to leave my apartment and make so much more money.
Me being a bartender in WeHo? Oh, please. I'm sorry for everyone else that's going to approach me with that shit. Like, "Can I have that?" And I'm like, "No, you can't. You can have this water because that's all I know to fucking pour."
Oh.
People are typing F. People are spamming F in the chat.
What animals do you think the other ones would be? I feel like Oliver would be a ferret.
True, I feel that. A ferret or like a baby porcupine.
Yes. Oh my god, the one that little fast.
Yeah, the ones that are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Roma. What would Roma be? Roma.
I see her being an eagle.
An eagle?
Like a falcon.
I was gonna say a chipmunk.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
No, one of those. Oh my god, meerkat.
A slow loris.
See, okay, look, I'm not an animal kingdom expert. Someone please just choose one.
A meerkat? A meerkat.
A meerkat.
A meerkat.
What about me?
You guys, what would Mac be?
I say emu.
You know,
Ooh, yeah.
I forgot what an emu was. But yeah.
no.
Emu is like the crack-headed.
No, emus
Bird
have the
of all
crazy long
birds.
necks.
Yes, it's a flightless bird that just acts like a crackhead. It doesn't even have arms. It doesn't have wings. It's just like the entire. That's me.
It's like the first thing that popped into my mind was ostrich, and then you said
Ostrich?
emu, and I was like, oh,
I say
that's
emu.
cracker.
I say
Yeah.
Ostrich.
Okay.
emu is the crack-headed ostrich. That's literally what emu is.
I can see you being an emu. I was gonna say puppy.
But what kind? I feel like a golden retriever.
You'd be a puppy? I say you'd be a pug.
A pug.
Yeah. Have you ever walked like, you can hear a pug. A pug is like
I
the
love
one
pugs.
dog you can hear from like across the room because they breathe the loudest in the
do.
world.
Pugs are so cute. Golden retriever. I'll take either. I like pugs and I like golden retrievers. I like dogs in general. I would be a dog.
Some said guinea pig.
A guinea pig. I like. The thing is, I'll take dog because I love being pet, and I love like back scratches, and I love like attention.
You do. Great. I'm glad we answered that question. Are we done with the questions, or do you want more?
We could do 2 more if you want.
Two more, and then we can go back to them.
Mac, how and why did bois become a thing?
I needed something to end my videos on, and I really wanted to end it on a high screaming note, and so I literally just out of rant. I don't even know what video it was, but it's probably on my channel still, where I just like randomly just like decided I was gonna scream bois. I just wanted to scream something to end the video on like a high note, on like an energetic note for some fucking reason. It just became a thing.
Do you have anything to say to seniors of 2020 about graduation or prom?
There is a YouTube threw in some fucking bank bitch to get motherfuckers to do this graduation ceremony. It's BTS, Chloe and Haley, the fucking Obamas, some like senators of like people, Lady fucking Gaga, Kerry fucking Washington. Like, it's huge names doing this commencement ceremony for the graduation class of 2020. So you can tune into that on YouTube, wear a cap and gown if you want to. I don't fucking know what they're gonna do. But like, when I saw that lineup, I was like, holy shit, YouTube threw in some money for this. They were like, we're gonna do something.
What is your favorite thing about one another?
I'll
say my favorite thing about you.
What?
It's too honest, but I like it.
I'm too honest?
You'll let me know if you don't like something. And I like that.
It's because I don't like feeling uncomfortable.
Exactly.
So I'll mention when I feel uncomfortable about something.
Well,
like, watch yourself. I don't like this.
Or like, there's never like a level like, oh, I don't know if they actually mean what they're saying, or I don't know. I never have to worry about like fakeness or something like you. You know what I mean?
Plot twist, I'm fake.
I know. I never have to worry about like fakeness or anything like that.
With all of us?
Well, yeah. Well, it's between us, but like with everybody here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like whenever somebody has something to say, they say it, and I like that. I appreciate that a lot.
God, yeah, I hate people.
Exactly.
What do I like about you? It's gonna be a hard one. I'm joking. I mean, like, you already said it right now. I'm a genuine person. I'm not gonna fucking fuck with people I don't like. And so, like, the fact that we've been friends for this long, I like you, Mike. I think I like just how down to earth you are. Just like how you say I'm real. I just like how you don't see, like, when you look at you from like a distance, you don't seem like a person that'll be very down to earth. But then when you have a conversation with you, you're like, oh, this is an East Coast bred motherfucker. He doesn't shit around with people.
No,
and that's what I like. Because in LA, you can come across a lot of fake ass people. And being a person that's born here, I'd have no choice but to deal with those people. And so I tend to gravitate towards people that I find are very genuine, very like true to themselves and what they want.
Yeah. And let's end it on the final question. How did the podcast come to be?
We were actually wanting to do this podcast way before you were even on Little Hen Beach Club. We were talking about it way before. And then when you got on that show, we were like, let's fucking do this podcast. Exactly. Let's do it. This is the leverage we need. Let's fucking do it.
When I thought it was going to be much bigger than it was.
When we thought the show might possibly be bigger than it was.
You told me it was going to fail before I even left.
I did. Because I wanted to like lower your expectations.
Which is what I needed.
I knew your head was in the clouds at that moment. And I was like, dude, I don't think the show's going to do that well. And it did it. So you're welcome. I was there from the beginning.
Choose a drink. Oh, how the podcast?
Yeah.
I mean, you basically answered.
Yeah, basically.
We used to come over and we used to have like movie nights and be like, we should do a fucking
we used to like
podcast.
just watch random things. We watched like Drag Races, all that stuff. And every single time I would come over your house, we would talk about like doing a podcast. For the longest time, it took us months to even name the podcast.
Oh my
that
God.
was the thing that was like
holding it up.
hesitating.
We were gonna call it. Don't even get me.
Don't even get me started. We were gonna call it.
Jenna Marbles.
I think we were gonna call it "Oops" at one point.
Oops.
Yeah.
But the thing is, these conversations that you guys listen to, it's not like we're like faking this. These are the conversations we have.
We have, yeah.
Period.
We're just
like
weird.
targeting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the same conversations we have when the cameras are off.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people, like, I know, like, from the beginning of our podcast, people didn't think we were actually friends in real life. We were just two people that came together and started a podcast. We're like, no,
we've been
I'm
friends
not
for
a
like 3
bitch that would
years.
do that.
Yeah.
So we were friends for a while before we even started this podcast.
Yeah. Once upon a time when I was like huge, I had 4,000 subscribers.
I only had like 200.
200, and I took pity on this small YouTuber named Matt.
I was small. I was doing some weird ass videos out of the kitchen of my dad's apartment.
And we loved it was me, Anthony DeLuca, and Ryan, and we were all watching your videos and be like, he's fucking hilarious. We were like, he's hilarious.
I was, around that time, I was just bigger on Tumblr than I was on YouTube. I had a larger following on Tumblr than I did on YouTube for some weird ass reason because I uploaded a few videos that were viral on Tumblr.
Really?
Yeah. And then it was around the time when Tumblr was ending, so I wasn't like focusing on it that much. But I was kind of like, I have a following here, but I don't know what to do with this.
I don't.
Your first video went viral on Tumblr, and I deleted mine. Unrelated, but then I was like, this place is gonna die.
Yeah, the first video went viral. I mean, I feel like people don't know this, but like, if you watch my past video, I talked about it. A lot of people in the comments were like, "Oh my god, that was you! Oh my gosh!" But it was this video of like, if you remember this little black boy that was posing to the song "Love" by I forgot who it was, but he was doing like the L is what I want. That was me. That was me. That was probably my most viral Tumblr thing. That got like almost over a million notes.
Really?
It was a while.
Miss
Patterson. That was that also went viral on Tumblr for a bit. It was a character that I did based off of a pastor at my Baptist church that I used to go to, and also a mixture of Trey Melvin did a Erykah Badu video, and I thought it was hilarious. And then I took that and then took the pastor guy that I used to see in my fucking Baptist church and just made a new pastor person. And that was Miss Patterson to me.
I tried to get him to bring his characters back. I wanted Miss Patterson on. I wanted Beauty.
I know people want the characters back, but I know at this point, if I bring them back, half my audience would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, yeah, but that's why. Yes.
I know I have actual wigs instead of shirt and hair and all that stuff, but I might bring it back. I might bring it back at one point.
I don't ever want to collab with you. I just want to collab with Beauty Guru 24. That's it.
Yeah!
Okay, so we have a game to play now.
Yes, this is called Truth or Drink. So the purpose, do you want to play the actual game? It's a long game. I'd rather not. But the basis of the game is, do not do that. But the basis of the game is we ask each other questions, and then if you want to answer, you answer it. If you don't want to answer, you take a drink. Originally, I thought it was supposed to be shots, but no, you're supposed to make a strong drink and then pour shots of that strong drink because they know people can get really fucked up if it's just straight up shots.
We don't have juice.
Sure, we don't.
I have lemons.
Take like a half a shot or a sip of something if you want to.
Actually, no. I'll make. I don't want to mix lemons into Don Julio 1942. This is good shit.
No.
I mean, what am I not going to answer? What if I?
True.
What is this going to make me say that I haven't already said?
The one I picked was extra dirty. So these are like sexual questions. They get serious. The last call gets like very existential.
Let's do both. Let's do a mixture of last.
Everyone that came over that party were answering it, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Let's do a mixture. Let's do a mixture of last call and dirty.
Dirty.
Okay.
Should I go first? Should I ask you? Yeah, people want. Yeah, I would definitely. We should definitely get more guests after this. I want to talk to so many people. I don't want to be my lonesome, isolated self anymore. After we figure shit out. You know, even if it's next year, I want to be all over the place, collaborating with people, having people on my find a new set and all that shit. Season 2 is
gonna be coming to an end soon.
Yes,
we're gonna go on a little hiatus. I think
season 3 might be very different.
Season 3 might be very different, but because season 2 was messy.
There was some drama that happened, and there's a reason why we're back here originally doing it all ourselves.
Leave it to our podcast to be involved with the production company. That would be what Messy.
That would be Messy themselves.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that.
So you want to do one, and then I'll do one, and we'll go back.
Do you want me to ask you the questions?
You ask me one, and then I'll ask you one. We'll go back.
There's 2 questions. Okay.
Whatever one you want.
If you can abstain from sex and masturbation for 1 full year, you'll win $27,000 and a nice used car.
No.
Will you make it?
No.
No?
No, not worth it. $27,000 is not worth it.
I feel that. I'm the same. Fuck that.
I can make that money while having sex.
I can make that money from one shout out by Hollister. No.
I can make that much money by having sex. I'm not going to, but I can.
True. Remember when I think it was men.com, they offered Justin Bieber like a bunch of fucking money to film a porno.
Yeah.
And he never I can't.
Well,
I remember
you'd be
that
surprised. The
video.
porn industry- I told you.
I remember that video. And I was like, ooh, bitch.
I had a website. I had a website offer me for non-nude bondage photo shoot $100,000, and I said no because I didn't want to be seen like that again.
Mhm.
I'll talk about it, but I didn't want to do it. So they will offer you a lot of money.
And that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
That's me.
This one? I'll go this one. Ooh, these are both.
Someone said I would because college is expensive. I feel
I
that.
feel that.
I felt that. I felt that. So I'd have to masturbate for a year and I get okay.
What's a sexual thing you've never been able to try but wish you could?
What is a sexual thing I've never been able to try but wish I could? Probably public sex. Like Folsom. Like I went to Folsom, but I didn't get to experience Folsom. I just watched it. And so that's something, you know what I mean? I've been very like interested in that kink community. It's just something I've always wanted to dip more into and experience, but I know I can't. I know you've had public sex, but we've talked about it. I know I can't fully experience that because now I'm in the public eye and people will have opinions and all that shit. But you know what? I've always wanted to experience more of my kink side, but now I'm just more of a person that just observes it because I projected myself into this lifestyle, so I can't really experience that
and it's
anymore.
hard. Yeah. It's hard when you're also like seen as a role model to a lot of
Mhm.
people. Because like when I used to do this stuff, it was back in the day when no one even knew who I was. No one knew my name. No one knew my name. That was like there was a lot of exclusive things. But now I don't think I would.
Bring Amp on the podcast. I do want to have Amp on the podcast. I saw that, but yeah, Amp. I really want. I had lunch with him a few months ago. He's so nice. He's so down to earth. There's a lot of drama happening between him and YouTube right now. But yeah, I would definitely have him on the podcast. He does What's the Safe Word. They're like a very like friendly
I
like
know
kink
that.
people.
I know Amp. Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Him and his zaddy.
You guys no, they're the best.
They're the
They
best
tell
and
me
all
this
that
the time
stuff.
on Twitter.
And I keep on telling,
have him
and I keep
on.
on telling people this over and over again. I was supposed to have a show on Full Screen where I was going to deep dive into the kink community of LGBT, but then that it was greenlit and everything, but then Full Screen fell apart, the Full Screen streaming service, and so I never got into it. But yeah, I've always been a person that's been very just like curious about that entire community and just like wondering like, you know, what is it, what drives people to do that and why. And it like people, I'm very attracted to people that like pursue a passion. And so when I see the kink community, I see people like pursuing a passion that a lot of people don't like seem as normal. And so I find that very curious. I'm like, okay, I want to see why people are into this. Yeah. And that's why I really wanted to do that.
I think it'd be very fun to have them on the podcast and have them bring like different kind of like kink outfits or objects and have like put us in them and have us react to it.
Oh my God, I want to be in a gimp outfit for once in my life.
Yeah.
Suspended from the air.
I made a video with my first roommate Vin once where I reacted to like sexual stuff and he put me in this leather
thing. Yeah, I remember. I was there.
You were there.
Yeah,
and I looked so good.
You looked really good. I was like, damn.
I was like,
ooh, something went off for a second.
Yeah. So that's great. Yeah, we definitely want to have them on. There's a lot of people we want to have on.
A lot of people. I've started slowly becoming like internet friend or like mutuals with a lot of like singers and songwriters, and I really definitely would love to have those people on my podcast. So I definitely want to like promote them.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, my turn. Which one should I do? I'll do this one.
Well, that was a question.
You good? Oh my God, what?
Do you think I'm good parent material?
No.
No. Good choice.
No.
Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
You-
Honestly, fuck them
No,
kids.
you want to know why? I'll tell you right now, because you are not somebody who could handle a lot at once.
No.
Do you know
I
what
would get
mean?
very overwhelmed,
Yeah.
and suddenly those kids are eating McDonald's every day because I don't know what the fuck to do.
You need somebody to help you because
I would need someone to be like the strict parent, and I'll be the parent that's like, what do you want?
But you
I'll pay
also-
for it. Fuck, get out of my face.
being somebody that shares a lot of like anxiety stuff, when you are overwhelmed, you shut down. And
I
you
shut
stop,
down.
and you can't do that when there's another living person.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I can't have a kid either. You know what I mean? So, sorry, Daddy.
I feel that. I'm good. I'm okay with being a mother to the gays, but not to actual kids.
Oh, this is not as good of a question, but I just am very curious. Do you see us as equals?
In what sense?
What sense do you
There's
not see
so
us
many different levels of
What-
that.
What do you
I
think
mean, what do
about
they
it?
mean? Like, I mean, privilege, obviously, no. Career-wise, probably not either. We're two separate spaces in our lives. Do you mean like morally? Yes.
I don't know. I guess overall.
Like, is this a question like, do I think I'm better than you? No.
No, how? Let's describe how we are different in what sense?
In so many ways.
I know.
It's the selling point of this podcast.
Exactly. We are very, very different.
We come from very different lifestyle. I mean, you come from the East fucking Coast from first of all.
Exactly.
That's different culture in the first place.
Yes. We're different in personality traits, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We're different, I feel, physically in every way possible.
Every fucking way.
I feel like we're very similar in humor.
Well, maybe we have the same size dick. You don't know. No one knows, right?
Let's prove it right now.
Oh my God.
Prove it right now. Live.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I might pop off the webcam.
Children in here. There's children in here.
I
It's
feel,
like F.
I feel like, I don't know.
That question's so weird. These questions, like I know,
That's hard to answer, but that
last
makes
call
it a
is
good
very
conversation.
layered questions.
But no,
It's
that's
such a weird,
that's a good
yeah.
conversation. You know
This
what I
is the part where like last call is the section where you're like drunk out of your fucking mind already,
No, but I feel
and
like
nothing
that's good.
matters
Here,
anymore.
then let's take a
Yeah.
shot. I think we here's a great thing. Even if we are not equals in certain instances, we both treat one another like equals, regardless of whatever standard.
I'm
is.
never the type of bitch that I would treat someone less than me.
Yeah.
Unless they're a person that's treating everyone else less than them, then I'm like, get out of my fucking face, you're a piece of ass.
True.
But other than that, if you're a human being trying your best, I'm not gonna look down beneath you.
Yeah, and then I feel like anywhere where we might feel a piece of inequality, we both help one another bring each other up in those instances. Do you know what I mean? Like there's certain things that like I think you put me on when you don't have to and I don't ask for it, and then there's social instances where I bring you around and we both we don't have to do that for one another, but we do. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's called friendship.
That's called friendship. That's called a connection.
Wow.
These are very weird questions. I don't even want to hear either of them.
Pick another card.
I'm like, this is gonna take a long ass time.
People don't think we're actually friends. Like, imagine. Yeah, we only talk on the podcast.
I don't want to know that. Oh gosh, this question is, what would it take for us to have sex? Don't answer that.
1 million subscribers.
I mean, being the number one YouTuber in the fucking platform.
I don't think I could.
Finally meeting Beyonce.
Yes, but I don't have sex. I don't have sex with a lot of people. Period.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, go back to
And the only
previous
time I have
question,
sex with the only time I have sex with a friend is if I have sex with them before we become friends.
I'm gonna ask you this question, but it's there's two.
That's
No,
where we're
no,
going.
I don't want this. I don't want to know the first time you had sex. We talked about that before. But how many people have you hooked up with off dating apps? So no, I mean, it's a different number from dating app. I mean, like official dating apps, not those fucking weird ass forums you used to do when you were like younger. I mean, like Tinder. Is Grindr considered they advertise as a dating app? So sure.
Who keeps track?
I feel like you don't really hook up off of dating apps that much. You're like more like a in-person, meet the person, suddenly you're in their bed, dicking them down.
I mean, it's definitely much less.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say I haven't, but sometimes like I don't know. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. I couldn't even tell you.
I can't even count
I
that
mean,
high.
It's not as much as every other avenue, but it's definitely a lot. Does Instagram count? Because I feel like I
That's
hook
not
up.
a dating app.
Oh, I hook up with more people from Instagram.
That's what I thought. Yeah, from dating apps, I mean like Grindr and like
But it's from people I
Scruff,
follow. Like I
Tinder, okay, Cupid.
Let's say this: I never. If we don't follow one another and you try to slide in my DMs, I will not answer you.
Oop.
In that sense.
You heard that, folks.
I don't do that. But the
Don't
people
do it.
Here's the thing that makes me sad is because it's a mix of people being disrespectful and a mix of people being really nice and being like, oh my god, I enjoy your content, or it did this for me. And it's people I want to answer, but at the same time, once you answer people, then they start to spam you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only reason I don't. So like that, it's a thing that sucks where I want to show appreciation a lot because I read them all. So if you DM me, like I got one today being like, oh my god, I've been listening to your podcast recently and I've been sick and it helped me this, and I was like, oh my god, that makes me so happy. But in the beginning I responded to everybody and then it was abused. They just like spam you and then they attack you because now they know you're gonna get that notification.
Yeah.
So then they make you feel bad for not answering. So I just stopped answering altogether. Exactly. Or I can't answer everybody. I don't even answer my friends. I don't text. I barely answer Mac.
Is Mike trying to convince everyone that he doesn't have a lot of sex?
I have quality over quantity.
You do, yeah.
I used
You don't
to have
have
a lot of sex.
You don't have a lot of sex, but you do have more than me.
I used to have a lot of sex, and I've said this
It's like
before.
just because you're a virgin doesn't mean other people are like you, bitch. I mean, some people are out there being around.
Yes. What gets me off more than actually having sex is, this is, I think, a mental issue. I get off more not having sex with somebody, but knowing I could.
I feel that. I 100% feel that.
Yeah.
I 100% am
I
in
can't
that
tell you
mood.
how many times if there's somebody that like I kind of have like.
I just love the attention. I
Yeah.
just love that feeling. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
you're attracted to me. Oh wow.
And also, you have to understand. And as a woman, and as a lot of people in WeHo need to know, once you have sex with somebody, they're going to try less. So it's also a power.
Yeah.
move.
You want to
So-
build that tension.
Yeah.
That tension
So
gets you off sometimes.
That's
you know?
almost like a manipulation move on my part. It's not
Mhm.
healthy, but it's how I get to the level of things I do. Like, oh, you want to sleep with me? Sure, I'll go home with you. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I go home because then you're gonna keep trying, and as long as you keep
Mhm.
trying, you will still go out of your way for me. And until then, I will not give it to you.
Someone said went to go get ice cream at Walmart. What did I miss? I know, and I want ice cream. Honestly, I need to eat an actual meal before I do anything.
What was your best orgasm, and was it with yourself or someone else?
My
You could just answer the second part if you want to. Was your best orgasm with yourself or was it with someone else?
my best orgasm? I don't even know. But it's definitely. I mean, I was probably under the influence. I mean, having an orgasm under the influence is pretty amazing. It's a different world.
It's different.
It's astronomical, bitch. Don't do drugs, kids. I didn't do like serious. Everything was legal. But yeah, that was probably the best orgasm, and probably by myself the first time. And then when you do it with someone else, it's pretty good.
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
Someone said, "Eat the rich."
Either way.
Someone said mine was with a book. What?
Hey, hello.
How?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Which one should I do? Which one? How have I changed for the worse since we've met?
Since becoming famous.
An intervention. This was an intervention.
Oh. Huh.
You heard it here, folks. He plead the fifth. We're good. Then you ask me one then.
what is or what would be the worst thing about having me as a travel companion? Or in other words, what are you worried about for the one day when we finally go on tour?
We've talked about this so many times. We were like, how the fuck, if we ever got to the point where we were going on a real tour, how would we plan out this bullshit?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just really, we keep on talking about, like, if we go on tour, we got to have separate hotel rooms. I cannot.
Oh, my God,
I
yes.
cannot share a hotel room with
Imagine
you.
that's a reality
because
show.
I want you to have your freedom, bitch. You're traveling the world. You might as well fuck the world, you know? So
I already kind of had.
And I don't want to see that. I never want to see you having sex. That would make me feel very uncomfortable, Mike. I'm sorry.
Did I ever tell you about the time I attempted to have a hookup during quarantine while I was in Mykonos?
When? In quarantine in
Yes.
Mykonos. Why are you in quarantine in Mykonos?
Because once I got fired, they lock you in a hotel room.
Oh.
And you can't have anybody in.
It's the
or
wrong.
out.
It's the wrong time to say quarantine.
I'm just saying, but they quarantine you. They do. They quarantine you. They locked me in a hotel room and they didn't let me go anywhere. So I got in contact with a French cop that that I just so happened to have met while I was out, but couldn't have them over because they didn't want to sign off the release to have their face shown on TV. So I was like, come over to my hotel room, and then they mopeded across Mykonos, came to my hotel room. I'm telling you, it wasn't 30 seconds before there was bam, 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 bam on the door, and it was the producers making him leave. And I was like, fuck you guys, I haven't nutted in months.
Oh damn! Yeah, I feel like that's probably the thing, because you find room. I mean, you're from New Jersey, so you find room to party no matter what. And for me, I'm always like, if I'm on tour, I mostly will think of work, the next performance, make sure everything's okay. I'll be so overwhelmed.
No, that's part of the party.
And I feel like that's the one thing that I would like. You'll be like, let's do this, Mike. Let's do this, Mac. Let's go here. Let's do this. And I'll be like, no. I feel like that's the one thing. You'll be ready to party, and I'll be like,
the performance would be part of the party, and my biggest concern would be my mouth in a live venue where there's alcohol and other stuff.
Alcohol. Just be sober.
That's why Oliver's coming.
Mike's mic just cuts off randomly during the live show.
Like in a hook. Oliver's got the hook.
Said F, 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 F.
What does F mean?
F means like pay respect, but also someone said F to the police with
I can't fuck a police officer.
F to the police officer's
I can't
asshole.
fuck a hot French police officer.
Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah, I can't fuck a hot French police officer. What? Yeah, thank you, Roma. Yeah, together.
I want to. I might pull just a new card, but what sex-related word are you not sure how to pronounce, Mr. Pigeon?
Word?
Yeah, that makes no sense. I'm gonna get a new card.
Because I was in the.
Because he was a pigeon. He was in a low reading group. No.
What? I don't know.
Oh, what's that one? The French word.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
That's not a word, that's a sentence.
Oh, here's another one. You can send a message back in time to your teenage self about sex. What advice will you impart?
Oh my God.
What would you tell your teenage
You need
self?
to watch this 45-minute video. My advice is stop and don't and wait and
calm down.
Calm down and don't be so scared.
We're all scared here.
Wow, I'm confusing a lot of people that have never watched me before.
Everybody's
here for
what
you.
The fuck did he
fuck?
go through?
Yeah, everybody's going to my channel being like, wow.
What 45-minute video? Oh yeah, this is. I mean, hey, this is the thing. We're telling you the truth behind sex.
I'm picking more of like the non-sexual ones from Max. Just doesn't want to answer that.
Someone said they love your outfit.
No, I know I'm loving it too.
What do you mean?
It's a
He
feeling.
wears nothing but maroon and a pizza shirt or his own merch.
I stopped wearing maroon for a few years, actually. If you were to fucking check, no, for like a year.
for like a week.
Shut up.
As long as that pink blah hoodie was out, you stopped wearing maroon. But it is a great color on you.
I love maroon. Maroon looks beautiful on
Can
me.
you let me style you one day for a video? You guys, I've been trying to
No,
tell Mac
I don't want
let-
to. I don't want
let
to
me
dress
give-
like you. That's
No,
disgusting.
but I wouldn't dress you like me.
Are you sure?
Yes, Mac. Let me turn you into a... Ew, I was threw up saying it. But let me turn you into a WeHo gay for Pride. Yes! Let me do it! Please? Please? Guys, that'd
I
be
am
hysterical.
disgusted.
That'd be hysterical. Oh, I hate them.
Everyone's
mm-hmm.
you guys dress each other.
Oh, well, you already said you don't think I'm fake.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you wish I would just shut the fuck up about?
Lindsay Lohan Beach Club.
You told me to keep
I-
talking about it. You literally, I told you.
No. I mean, there's moments when I bring it up as a joke, but sometimes you get like really serious about it, and I'm like, dude, that was 2 years ago. Calm down.
It filmed 2 years ago, but it aired a year ago. And can I explain why? Can I explain myself?
Why?
You want me to actually do it? Because here's the thing. When I came to LA, I was like, there's one avenue I would be good at. One.
Reality TV.
Reality TV, period. And before I came out here, I was obsessed with Vanderpump Rules.
Mhm.
That was my favorite reality show. You know what I mean? A spin-off of The Housewives, younger, more what I can do. So then I get cast on a reality show with an A-list celebrity who I've known my entire life that was literally a spin-off of Vanderpump Rules. So you can imagine my excitement where I'm sitting there like, oh my God, what I wanted actually came true. And they're in your ear telling you for the next 5 years minimum, you're going to be traveling the world to all these exotic
Mhm.
places, working for Lindsay, opening up a beach clubs in Dubai, in Rhodes, in
But that's
Greece,
the
and all these
thing
things.
about the industry. The industry is just talk until it's actually
Until
in
it
front of your
happens.
fucking face,
So,
you know?
so the reason why it's hard for me to let it go, it's kind of like for everybody listening to this, I get it and I joke about it now, but think of that one thing, that one career life that you've always wanted, and then think about getting it, and then think about it being taken away for something that was not your fault. And then you know how I feel, and then I think you'll think I'm handling it actually pretty well.
And that's the
So-
tea.
And that is the tea.
Love you, Mike.
More Corona! Woo!
Give me your virus. I feel you, love Oliver. I feel it.
My
That's the
turn?
truth
No,
on
it's your
that.
turn. My turn.
Yeah, and I'll always talk about it because outside of you guys, I met my best friends from it. So, what, bitch? What? Give it to me, sis.
Honestly, yeah.
I want to know who this is.
I mean, I'm already dating someone, but if someone was interested in dating me, what thing about me would you tell them to change their mind?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Ripping the
Go
shit.
it.
Well, okay, I'll
Come
hear.
for me.
I would warn them that their life is now going to be as public as yours is. And that's something
And that
will be
is
hard.
one of the reasons why I don't really broadcast. If you guys see me on my social medias, I don't broadcast Jake that much because I want him to have the choice to have a life that he wants to live rather than being correlated with me in any sense of the way, because I feel like that's not fair to him. You know, he fell in love with me outside of YouTube. He didn't fall in love with my YouTube personality. He didn't even know who I fucking was when he first met me. And so I felt rude. I was like, I'm not going to drag you into this life. I'm not going to let the public guy judge you for what you do and what you're trying to do. I'm going to let you live your life, and I love you no matter fucking what.
But the reason why I would warn them of that is because I want to see their reaction, because I want to know, are you dating him for that reason,
Mhm.
or are you dating him because of that reason? Do you know what I mean? And that's something I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm protective. Mac has an unspoken bodyguard where you guys have seen him get defensive, but I will actually eat you.
In what way, Mike?
Depends.
Pick one. Give me a sexual one. Let me see if I can answer it.
Yeah.
I want to ask you both of them.
Okay.
Can I ask you both of them?
Yeah, sure. Go off.
If I cheat on my partner, is it absolutely essential that I tell them why or why not? And would you make me if you knew about it and they didn't?
Flashback to you moving here.
First of all, that wasn't my significant other. That was someone else's. And just don't piss me off and I won't fuck your boyfriend. How's that? How's that?
I'm not. I mean, I like to. Ooh, look at my sweat stains, bitch. Ew. I mean, I always tell myself I'm a mother and all that stuff, but I do not. I mean, when it comes to that shit that's like that personal, I don't meddle into that because I'm like, that is your fucking grave. If you don't tell the person, it's not my fucking deal. You know what I mean? Like, if it gets to the point where I feel bad, then yeah, I might say something. If you're like constantly cheating on the person, I'd be like, hey, dump this fucking asshole. You know what I mean?
And in that situation, at least give me the props where like I didn't have to tell the person.
Mm-hmm.
I told the person. They never would have known. Nothing would have happened, but I started becoming good friends with them again. And I'm like, listen, before we become friends again, I have to tell you, I was under false pretenses. This happened.
Fucked your boyfriend.
No, I fessed up to it. I'm like, before I'm friends with you, I have to tell you this happened because I would rather you hate me for the truth than like me for a shit ton of lies. And this happened, and you need to know about it. And you know what I got from that? Everyone's like, I can't believe you did that. What did I get from it? I lost a friend. I lost someone I was interested in. I lost everything. I didn't gain a single thing, but I owned up to it.
You owned up to it.
That's on everyone involved.
Someone told me to take off the beanie. No.
Oh, the other
My hair is a disaster underneath this. The beanie looks good. I'm cute. What's the second question?
Have I gotten sexier since you've known me?
Yes. 110%. You've lost weight. You've gotten your muscles have gotten bigger. I've always tell you I love your arms. Yeah. Your arms are like, because they're not like super like dehydrated tone to the point that it's like weird and gross and you see every strand of muscle.
I'm like a puppy.
But it's like muscular and it's like pillowy muscular. And I'm just like, I want to like lay on them and like take a nap on your arms.
I'm a twunk.
But yeah. I've always, you've gotten more attractive since you first moved here. Because when you first moved here, you still had that little like, that Guido fat.
And then I started hating my body.
He started hating your body, and I hated that. But like, yeah, I mean, once you start actually like when you like take like actual like healthy decisions for your like fitness and all that stuff, I can tell by your body that you really like pay attention to that stuff, and I like it.
After this, we're gonna pizza together.
I feel like you really stepped yourself up. You've really come into who you want to be.
Oh, I've come into a lot of things.
Okay. Which one? You pick. Which one?
Let's go non-sexual. Okay. Everybody knows my sexual shit. I don't know.
No. First one is, what's the most terrible thing you've done for money? I do not want to go down that 45-minute video, guys. Go watch that. Okay, these questions are weird. It's also, have you ever dishonored your parents? We've already talked about that too. So, 45-minute video, dishonored.
The video is called Truth About My Past, if you guys want to go watch that and feel weird for a minute. Zuko is shaking. He's shook.
Have you ever had to apologize to someone for my behavior?
For your behavior?
Yeah. I know it's a thing that like there's some people that like have to like tell people that I'm very, because I can come off, when you first meet me, my sense of humor and my tone can be very mistreated and very weird, and you might think I'm very pissed off or just not interested in you. People don't understand I have a very nonchalant monotone voice on top of a very sarcastic sense of humor, so I might come off bitchy, and I know a lot of friends have to vouch for me whenever I meet someone new. They're like, okay, don't worry, he might have seen I'm interested in you, but no, he's actually interested. Yeah, because I don't fuck with people I'm not interested. If I don't like you, I'm not going to talk to you. If I actually have a conversation with you, I like you.
Yeah, and here's the thing about Mac in a big group, which is why there's a lot of when people are like, you guys should do a reality show. I'm like, it's very Mac is, and it took me some getting used to too. You're a very passive person in the sense of you don't feel, your words have a lot of strength, so you don't overuse them. Mm-hmm. When I bring you around, because I hang out with very different people, do you know what I mean? So sometimes I bring Mac into an environment where he's surrounded by big personalities that are all fighting for attention, that never shut the fuck
reality
up.
Reality TV stars and all that.
So Mac just sits there the whole time like, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to say anything because he doesn't feel like he needs to say something to be seen as important. So later when people are like, oh, like Mac didn't really talk a lot, I guess he didn't really like us. I'm like, no, that's not the sense.
If I didn't like you, I would have left, you know?
Exactly.
I would have literally just walked out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going home.
And that's right. The people, and that's usually on a first impression, because by the second or third or fourth, it's completely different.
You see my weird side by at least the third time you see me. You see like, oh, this guy is not a normal person.
Yeah. It's true.
I'm very eccentric. As long as you get past that weird first impression.
Well, you're quite, even when we're not filming. Sometimes it's an adjustment for me because I'm such a big personality, and you guys have seen where everybody here is very fine with like being quiet and chill and watching TV, and I'm like, let's do something. Let's do this. Like you're talking to somebody who's addicted to energy and being awake. So
That was an adjustment for me too, because I've always been like very talkative.
yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is fine. Like you can be quiet and still like.
Well, because I'm the exact opposite. Where when
I get it from my dad. If you ever meet my dad, you realize, oh, that's where he gets his chill side from. My dad is very like, he doesn't talk that much, but when he talks, the shit's important and it's funny as fuck.
Yes.
So
Well, that's yeah. Come over here. Speaking of like.
I don't think I knew what to expect when I like met you, but like I didn't have like an expectation like that you would be anything like your videos, because like when I used to film mine, like I would just like sit on my phone after, like, and then we both kind of just sat on our phones. I was like, all right, this is the life.
It is, and it took me a while to get used to, because I'm the exact opposite, where like if you're not talking a lot and you don't match my energy, and then I think you're just not interested in that, you don't like me. But that's more my own issues, because that's me overcompensating.
I like how there's been so many comments about people about the tree in the background. And it was like, what is this tree? Why is there a tree here? So let me tell you the story of this tree. I randomly was sitting there in my room just minding my business, and then I get a random text from Oliver being like, I bought a tree from your friend and she's bringing it in 10 minutes. I walk outside, there's a full-ass tree in our living room. That's the life of living with Oliver and Mac.
I'm like, surprise, bitch.
I didn't even notice.
Decor.
Is it my turn?
I think so. No.
No,
Wait.
I asked that one, I think, right?
I want to do the non-sexual ones because these are interesting me more. Oh, this also says everybody else answers. So this is for everybody. If you guys have an answer for this, feel free to come over and answer it.
Oy.
What percentage of the time do you think I'm completely full of shit?
You?
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
How often do you think I'm
Ooh.
completely lying or full of shit?
Lying or full of shit? I don't know. I don't even know. Wow. That's deep.
Am I somebody that you think would like lie about a lot of things, or?
I mean, we've already had this conversation. I'm not lying, but you have moments where you've even said it yourself, where you need someone to tell you to get over yourself. You do have those moments where you get really, really into your own head and ego, and I'm just like, okay, calm down, watch yourself. Last podcast, watch yourself. I said that to you.
Yeah, and I think that comes from LA.
Mm-hmm.
I was not like that in Jersey, and I think being around LA and being around so many big, important people that are always talking about all their accomplishments and all the things they're doing because they feel like they have to in order to feel important and seem important to other things. I think I kind of got like, I drank the Kool-Aid a little bit. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of got into the habit of doing that to keep up. Do you know what I mean? Especially once it got worse once I started being around a lot of TV people. Especially in a show that failed. Like, what am I doing now that is making me keep up with you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And that's something it's a quality I don't like, and that's why I seem to edit it out a lot of my own content when I can.
Yes, I am the only one that's looking at the live chat. Thank you for noticing.
I'm more. Y'all see here, I love you. Oh my God, they're like, I guess they leave and come back. This has been long, but I'm having fun.
I'll do one.
We've been going for 2. Yeah, we've been going since for 2.5 hours.
I mean, this was already given, but what advice do I need but don't want to hear? Fucking eat more.
No, I'll give you advice. I think you could be a lot bigger if you did more.
I know. That's literally the advice I get told all the time from my manager to everyone around me. Everyone thinks I can be so much more on YouTube if I just put time into it. I'm like, I already put so much time into the shit.
You're already putting in a lot of time, but the amount of time it takes is a lot.
Take away my entire life.
Yeah. And it's easier said than done. Like this is coming from somebody who hasn't done as much as you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So this is coming from completely like also saying it to myself and everybody else. Do you know what I mean? So take it with a grain of salt, but it's something that I feel like if there's a level that you want to reach that you're not at, it's something that you need to hear and figure out how to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, come on over, Oliver.
Oh.
Oh my God, the meme boy.
Oh my God, are we about to
has-
fight, Oliver? Oliver has something to say. I am Jasmine Masters, and I have something to say.
I was gonna say, from someone that has like literally been working like not full-time jobs, but basically full-time jobs since like high school. It's like if you're comfortable where you are, you're comfortable where you are, and that's it.
T.
And
Hey.
like if you're happy with your life, that's literally what matters. And like work-life balance is very important because you don't want your whole life to become work. Like yeah, you can become like famous if you're bigger or whatever, but what point does that make in your life being compromised for that?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Okay, bye. I'm drunk. I don't know what the fuck that meant.
You still drinking that original
Cute.
drink?
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird. We're getting deep now, but I think I mentioned this before, but like this pandemic has just helped me I mean, I hate the fact that the pandemic's happening, everyone and stuff, but mentally for me, it's helped me realize how successful I truly am. Because for me, success is being able to carry myself and other people through a hard time, and I've been able to do that for a lot of people right now. And I feel like this is the moment of my time where I feel like I'm about to get emotional, but this is the moment of my time where I feel like I truly am. I'm accomplishing what I wanted to do. I'm able to help people in a time where they need it, and this is the time where people need it, and I can do it. I can lend people the hand or the couple bucks, you know. Or make people smile, make people have a good time, forget a few things a few times, you know?
BB.
And that's why, like, if you've seen my reaction to this entire pandemic, I haven't really been freaking out. I've just been freaking out about getting it, but I haven't been freaking out about anything else. I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm posted.
Yeah. Aw, I love that.
T, it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, I thought
Should we end this soon?
No.
We've
everyone's like,
yeah, we went on for like almost 3 hours.
Yeah. it's
Yes.
risen. I'm having a good time.
We're having a good time.
How about this? How about this?
We have
We'll end
nothing
this
else
when
to
the
do.
fuck we want.
We got nothing else to do.
Y'all wanted to know what the special was? Welcome to your 24-hour live stream.
Was it iCarly? They were trying to break the world record for the longest.
stream.
Oh my God,
What
yeah.
is the longest stream? You should Google that.
Should we one day attempt a 24-hour live stream?
I'd be so down, honestly.
Honestly, well, we could do hour shifts, like an hour of Uwu, an hour of you, an hour of me, an hour of all of us. And then
We're all
breaks.
switching, taking naps.
No.
No.
On TikTok for lives, they'll be like,
Oh, yeah, people do a lot of
But then you'll
Fuck
go to
TikTok.
live, and it's
TikTok
like,
lives.
it's like a tent
Yeah,
there,
people-
I'm there, I'm like, fuck off.
No, that we just line up 4 cots, and then when it's time to sleep, we just all sleep.
People said it's 2:30 a.m. in the UK. Please don't end it.
Someone's gonna get off to that.
I have a question.
What?
Well, okay. Also, let me say this for you guys. If it's late anywhere else in the world and you have to go to bed or you have to leave or do something,
I don't think people really have to go to bed at this point in time.
I'm just saying if you're tired and you're struggling to stay awake, I'm gonna try to leave this up so you can come back and watch it later if you would so choose.
And that's the tea, sis.
The longest
Do
life.
you ever put me down when I'm not around?
No.
Or I have a personal question. Do you ever like
It's like, yeah, like Oliver knows me.
if you have?
I don't really.
Have,
I mean, I'm not the type of person that really talks shit. I don't talk shit behind people's back. If I do, that means there's something that really got on my nerves. But like, other than that, I
How
don't
about
really give a
this?
shit.
Before, but not to put me down, but like if there's someone coming over, do you ever have to like warn somebody about my personality before I come here? Because my personality is a
I
lot.
don't think so.
Okay, good. I think sometimes I think that I'm a lot, especially after that whole sequester thing.
You're not a lot. Honey, I'm born and raised in Los Angeles. I've seen a lot more than you. You're not a lot.
Alright.
I'm sitting next to you. You're not a lot.
Okay. I was just
You're just enough. You're for me just the way you are.
My favorite consolation, if I meet someone and they're too much for me, I never show up whenever I know they're there.
Great. Perfect.
Is it my turn?
The longest
Should we go
life
sexual? Let's go
stream-
sexual for a second.
Go ahead.
The longest live stream was 161 hours.
No.
We got
Oh,
it.
we can't do that.
We're in quarantine. Who cares?
The tree's name. Why is it the only-
Okay, that's weird. What's something you wish your ex would have done sexually but didn't?
Understood why I couldn't do certain sexual things.
Ooh, damn.
Let's get pizza and bone swings,
Yes.
or our pasta, or cookies and dessert.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like Oliver, we have we have to use our Patreon funds for something.
A business
Pizza, Wingstop,
Yes.
and then Subway cookies. 'cause Subway cookies is good.
Listen, Aroma, I'll trust whatever you get, but get a lot.
Wings, and then like a chubby pie.
Swaggy. It's our 1 year anniversary. We deserve it. No, I think it was hard for me because I was in a 5-year long relationship with Lexi, and there were certain things I couldn't do because of my past sexual trauma, and she didn't know how to handle that, which is not her fault. Because she would think, you don't want to do this with me, so do you not like me? Is there a reason you don't want to do this with me? She didn't know how to do it, and I couldn't tell her why.
Someone said his eyes lit up when he said dessert.
I love food. I love food. But no, that's why. And now we didn't. And then we broke up and we didn't talk for like 4 years. And then we reconciled, and now we're best friends and we talk about it now because now she knows everything, and it's actually made us a lot closer. So that's one thing I wish was different, and that's hard. I think that's another reason why I'm not in a relationship, because when I am in a relationship, when I actually care about people, there's a lot of things I can't do. So I don't know how I'm gonna navigate that.
That's the T. Pick one.
I'll ask you a sexual one.
Ooh, hopefully I can answer it.
Meat lovers.
Meat lovers?
Onions,
Yes.
these, whatever you want.
Is it
Oh,
chubby
the
pie?
first one's boring. The first one's literally like, have you ever walked in on your parents having sex? Which I really don't care about knowing.
No.
What was your most shame-filled orgasm? I have mine.
My most shame-filled orgasm? I don't even know.
Mine was my friend's boyfriend.
Your French boyfriend?
My friend's boyfriend.
Oh.
Your roommate? Your ex-roommate? That one? Oh.
Ooh!
Ow. We just talked about it on here. What do you mean?
I didn't know I gave that hint.
Oh,
But
my most shame-filled, is it with the person or just like something I like orgasm to?
orgasm too, it could be porn. Like, is there anything really gross? that you
Porn?
jerked off to
Really
once?
really girth? I don't think so.
Someone goes abuse.
I'm literally trying to think. I'm like, have I something? I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I've had a lot of moments where I'm like really horned up, and then after it all, I'm like, okay, thank God I didn't do anything stupid. But I've never had any like shameful orgasms before.
Never jerked
You know what I
off.
mean? Like I've had moments where like I've been thinking about doing something, but then like I do the deed. And I'm like, okay, thank God I didn't actually do my fucking boner instincts.
I did it in my ex's mom's office, and then that's afterwards.
Oop.
I can't hear, so I don't even know if I picked up.
But yeah, I don't know. I've never had a shameful one, but you know,
Well, what about like?
it's true that ejaculation clarity is true, and that's
Yeah.
moments where I'm like, why the fuck was I? I've had moments where I'm thinking about doing something, but I don't act on them, and I'm like, after the clarity, I'm like, why the fuck was I thinking that? That's what I've
Yeah.
had mostly. I've never had really shameful orgasms.
I have. Well, there's a lot of things like, because you really do like think with your dick a lot.
You do. When you get to a certain point, you're just like, that's all you can think about.
Yeah, and sometimes once you come, you're like, why did I do that?
Why was I even thinking about that? Yeah.
And the deed is done. So
Yeah.
Your turn.
Let's go back to serious.
The church one made me feel good. Because I read the question.
God damn. Oh, never mind. Oh, no. Wow, that's so mean.
Oh, I want to know.
don't forget, if I can't answer it, I'll drink.
Oh no, it's something I didn't want to hear you answer.
Oh.
It was about me, and that's why I was like, no, thank you.
Because you know I'll answer it.
Oh gosh. Where are we and what are we doing in 10 years? Have we honestly improved each other's lives?
That's a question for both of us.
That is, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna choose another card.
Yeah. Oh, should Oliver ask us the questions? And we
This
both-
isn't everybody else answers.
Post that clarity.
Does our relationship bring out the best in you and me? If not, why?
It brings out a better side of me. I think because you're a much different environment than a lot of other people bring me around in Los Angeles. Yeah, and I think you're a much calmer environment, a much safer environment, a good disconnect, because a lot of the other people, especially in the entertainment industry, they're pushing a lot of things in my face. They're bringing me in a lot of places where I am known to make bad decisions. So this is really good. This has been really good for me. Me not being a bartender, me working at home, me doing this thing, and me working with you. Yeah, we're drinking, but it's safe. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's definitely good for me, and I hope that I help you the same just as much as you help me.
So, golden retriever energy.
And that's the tea.
The tea. I like these questions more than the sexual ones. What are the other ones?
They're like lighter. This is not. This is just a twist thing.
Do you want to play this
What?
game in front of my best friend's parents? I remember that.
Oh, I want to ask you both of these.
Okay.
Do you ever foresee an expiration date to our friendship? And if so, what do you think will cause it?
Honestly, I feel like, I don't know, because you keep on having aspirations to move back to the East Coast, and I feel like once you do, we definitely want to have as much of a stronger bond. I mean, unless we have like full established ass careers together,
Yeah.
being like partners in crime, then sure. But I feel like if we were to randomly do it like tomorrow or sometime this year, I feel like our friendship might fizzle a little bit.
I don't think I'm going to be doing it this year. I actually had a thought about that. I feel like it's come to the point where the life I had on the East Coast does not exist anymore. The
Mhm.
friends I had have all moved on in their own lives. A lot of them don't even live there anymore, and the ones that do have completely separate friend groups. So those friend groups I had when I left don't really exist anymore.
Mhm.
So I think moving back would be very hard for me, and I think I will. If I ever move back, it'll be because I have a relationship or something like that, and I want to be near my family and raise kids. But I also don't want to be in New York unless I have the funds or the success to be able to do so. So if I do move to New York, it will be in the sense that I will also be here a lot for work.
Mm-hmm. Someone said, ask the tree a question. I'm sorry. I just had to point that. Someone said, ask the tree a question. I just had
Ask the tree a
to
question.
highlight that for a second.
Yeah. Tree. Here's a question to the tree and everyone else. Do you have any secrets that you're keeping from me and me only? You don't have to say what they are, but you could say yes or no.
Keeping from you and you only?
Like, is there something that you specifically don't want me to know? You don't have to tell me what it is, but you could say yes or no.
No.
Damn it.
Literally anyone
I'm
can
just
ask
realizing you're wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay.
Having fun.
This is more for you. This is not for me.
What?
Who said, do I stir up drama just for fun?
Oh,
like,
I-
you do that more than me.
Hell yeah. Like, y'all boring.
I'm like, no, yeah, drama gives me a headache. I'm just like, ew.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all boring. What can I say right now that makes things crazy?
We've asked this question already.
Literally all the comments are about the tree, and I don't know.
It's the tree hype. Tree hype.
Hi.
Tree hype.
You're welcome,
Ooh,
I gave this.
tree.
Okay.
The tree should always be a member of the podcast from now on. The
Mm.
tree needs an @ The tree needs a Twitter.
I don't like any of these questions. I don't even know that word.
What word?
Mac.
Name the tree really quick just to appease the audience.
What's the tree's name? What should we name it?
Bernard.
Olive.
Name it Dolores.
Dolores.
Dolores. Dolores.
Aw. That me-
That should go
Now
fucking
move.
kill us.
Yeah. Dolores.
Do you think I'll ever do anything worth being remembered by society?
I mean,
No.
No.
You did
I don't know.
Not exactly.
Yeah, maybe you'll react to something important one day.
Oh, what's a fundamental difference between us, and will we ever resolve it?
I think our difference isn't something that can be resolved.
Why would you want?
We live in
Yeah.
a society.
We're different. Sorry. Our difference.
Dolores, the tree queen.
I think I seek validation more than you do.
I mean, that's obvious.
And that's unemotional.
It is. I think it matters more to me. And that's all. And it shows.
Okay, pick one.
What's something you resent about me? I feel like I've already asked this. I don't want to answer.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these questions are repeating
Yeah, like,
themselves
what
in
do
a
you hate
different
about me?
form.
Let's just keep talking about it. Describe a time you lost a little bit of respect for me.
Ooh, shit.
When I sent you home in an Uber to go have sex.
Will you send me over there? Sex?
Oh my god, name a time you wish you weren't friends. Why does this thing...
Will you send me home and over to have sex?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh,
What's this one?
these are all like, oh my god.
Yeah, they get weird. They're very like, name something that you hate about me, just in different
Yeah.
phrases.
Name one thing name one thing I do that disgusts you. How have I disappointed
It's
you?
because this is the card this is the one you're supposed to play when you're drunk out of your mind. When you're drunk out of your mind, these questions probably don't sound the same. But when you're like not that drunk, you're like, these are literally all questions telling you name something you hate about me.
And also, in my mind, I'm way more open to ruining friendships.
Yeah, what are the other ones? Because these are like, I don't want to hear your answers from
Let's
you
try
about me.
happy hour.
Happy hour.
Happy hour. Only good times allowed with these feel-good questions for you and your drinking buddies.
I think that's yeah, let's loosen the mood a little bit on where we've gotten. Look, I see a bunch of rainbows in the chat.
I just see Dolores comments.
Everyone's obsessed with Dolores.
That bitch.
So am I.
Our picture. Everyone in my church was like, maybe speak into the mic. And I was like,
Oh.
fuck you.
Would you ever kill a spider for me?
No.
Or a cockroach?
No.
Yeah, no.
Point blank, period. If I were to see a spider, I'll be the first one out of the room, not you. If you were to direct me to a spider, I would cry.
Mac
If you said, Mac,
spiders.
kill it, I'd be like, no, good luck, bye, I'm leaving.
He hates them. He hates spiders. Have you ever had spiders in this apartment?
Yes, we've had a few, and Oliver has heard me whenever I see one, because I scream on the top of my lungs like I'm dying.
Because you see them when you have your like sleep paralysis.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've talked about this. Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's a form of sleep paralysis. I found out. It's when I see spiders. That's my demon. Apparently, I haven't seen them in a while though. But yeah, I used to see spiders a lot, and I would like wake up and spring out of bed because I saw spiders in my bed.
Look at everybody talking about Dolores being a lesbian with a bunch of
Dolores is a lesbian queen. Period. Dolores, LGBTQ supporter.
Yes, the lesbian we've been missing from the podcast.
Dolores, our future gay president.
Look at all the green hearts. Oh my god.
Dolores, the queen of the gays.
Yeah. No, but I'm gay.
Oh, is it my turn? Wait.
Wait, what?
We'd be the LGBT if you were lesbian.
Yeah, well,
You're bi.
No.
Like, here we are. We have 3 guys. It's fine.
Move it.
The D, the T, and the B. Jesus Christ. Gonna fall off.
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah, I don't know. That was $10. I don't know. Fuck.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Don't drop Dolores!
yo,
Don't
go
drop
kill
the
Dolores.
lesbian.
She's unstable, guys. She needs our support.
Was
Stop
she
dropping
lean-
the lesbian.
Was she leaning against the wall?
No, she was in that. Maybe,
What
actually.
the
Wait.
fuck?
There we go. Okay, Dolores.
You guys, you guys
She's
wanted
here.
a special guest. You guys always wanted.
Y'all
a special
wanted the
guest.
super special guest for this live stream, and here y'all fucking go. Here is fucking Dolores,
I love her.
the queen,
Stop fingering
the
Dolores.
lesbian queen herself.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my god. So we're
We
all
know
the
this.
LGBT. We're only with the LGBT.
That's a very obvious question.
When people praise or compliment you for it, my dick.
It's your body in general. People comment you about.
Dolores.
What's something you're proud of that not many people know about you?
Having a master's degree. Everybody thinks I'm fucking dumb.
True, you do. You are educated.
Yeah.
Did you have an MBA? Or was
I have a master's in digital media and marketing.
Dang.
Yeah, and people
Oh.
think I'm dumb because I play it to my advantage. People think I do like because that's all part of my shtick. Like, oh, I'm so stupid. Help me because I want you to do the things I don't want to actually do. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to pay for my drink. Meh. I don't have as much money as you.
My friend did that when I went out with him. He's like, watch me pretend to cry so I can bum a cigarette off of someone.
Exactly.
He literally did it, and he got a free cigarette.
Exactly. People think I'm a lot dumber than I actually am.
I mean,
Yeah, it works, and that's why the thing is, I'm gonna be 28 soon. I'm gonna.
You were so good for so long. I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna be 28 soon, so I'm only gonna be able to probably actually do that for tops 2 more years. Once you're 30, you can do that shit. But I'm gonna do it as long as I can.
It's like randomly. You're not even talking, and it's peaking.
I don't know why it's doing that.
That's so weird. I think our technology is broken. I think it's because it's connected to the computer. Computer's probably like, stop.
You guys,
Enough. We're so sorry. Our mics are fucking up for some reason.
yeah.
Someone's ah.
Yeah, you guys, if you cannot, don't listen to this with headphones because we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, there's something weird happening with mic number 2 specifically.
I would also like to say
You might have to
our
replace
watch
it.
time- Our watch time is probably going to be great. Okay.
Is it the wind or no? No, it can't be. No.
It's about to do it again, Oliver. Do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone's like,
Everyone's going back to commenting about Dolores.
When was the last time you cried? When was the last time you laughed so hard that you cried?
Last time I laughed so hard that I cried? I think the last time I did that is when I heard the story about my friend Talia trying to make walnut oil. And so she just dried up walnuts and then rubbed them against her scalp. And then we researched how to make walnut oil, and it was completely 100% different from what she was trying to do. And I cracked up so hard, and it became like a thing in our group. We kept reminding her of the walnut story. And she literally rubbed walnut dust on her edges. And we cracked up. I think that was the last time I laughed so hard that I fucking cried. Those Google Hangouts we used to have when we went back in like 2015, 16, those were like the hilarious Google Hangouts I've had in my entire life.
Were you there for the one that I got drunk on the 4th of July?
I don't think so. I'm never there on 4th of July. I'm always doing something. I'm always doing something. I'm joking.
That was so weird.
Oh,
Was it my turn?
I'm running out of shit. Yeah, but these cards, they're getting lost. Yeah. Are we coming to an end?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of these questions are getting very like repetitive.
And I don't want to get dark. Some of them are getting dark. Dark.
Would you trust me alone with your kids more than a couple hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are
Good.
you gonna do? Watch your videos?
And that's the tea. And on that note, where can people find you?
Where can we find you? Well, I think it'd be a good time to. We've been going for how long? We've been
Like
going
3 hours.
We've been going for 3 hours.
About 3 hours, yeah. My head is itching. I think it's time to go.
Maybe this could be like.
There's sweat stains on my fucking shirt.
I feel like this is the end of our season 2, but I feel like maybe in the future, like a live would be a good season finale.
A season finale? Yeah, we can do another season finale live if
You know
we
what I mean?
wanted
And once we
to.
have like a production studio, we can have big guests. We can make it a lot bigger. I feel like this has been a lot of fun, and it's worked. Like, look, people got to meet Dolores.
You got to meet Dolores. I mean, Dolores has been in the background of quite a few of our
now you know
podcasts.
this
I
bitch's
know
name.
that just shows that some of y'all ain't watching our podcast.
Y'all fake as
so
fuck.
y'all need to watch our podcast.
Let's leave on a nice note, though. Let's all say something. What is one positive thing that MessyPod has brought you? I'll say.
no, I'm kidding.
I'll say mine is that I look forward to like a quality time with everybody in this room. And it's one of the highlights of my week.
I feel like, I mean, I've always said this over and over again. I mean, we've gotten really close because of this podcast. We didn't even used to hug back in the day.
We still don't really hug.
I mean, now because of what's going on. But there was a moment in time where we actually, like, we gave, like, good hugs. Like, we actually hugged each other. And, yeah, we've gotten really close. Even though, like, we were already friends before, I feel like our connection has gone. I mean, once you go into, like, a passionate project with someone, you really change.
And this forces us to ask each other questions that you might not normally ask, like, some of your friends. And you have deep conversations. We're sitting here for an hour talking about, like, just to each other. We're having, like, an unfiltered, undisrupted conversation every week. You know what I mean? There's relationships where people don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're dating.
We're dating. Ew. Someone said, does Dolores have an OnlyPlans? Okay, calm down.
Yeah, you can.
Someone
you can find it
said,
on
when
my
will
OnlyFans.
season 3 come? We don't know when the ending of season 2 will be. We're still figuring out. We have a couple, I mean, serious talk. We have a couple of sponsorships. One sponsorship we have to mention twice in this next month. But maybe, I mean, maybe after June or June, we take like July off or some shit.
Well, I think we're gonna definitely go maybe July. June, I definitely want to plan something fun since Pride is.
We
canceled.
do have we have a lot of conversations happening in public, not public, but with our I don't even know. We just have people that keep on like emailing us about things, and we're like,
they think we know what we're doing.
Is our podcast connected to somebody? We don't know. We haven't signed anything yet.
Yeah. They're like, do you guys want to do this?
But we
this
might
live show,
we might be doing some live show for Pride because Pride has been canceled across the country, and so we might be doing a live show.
Special live show.
A special live show that people have to pay for, a meet and greet virtually. It's all gonna be virtually. Yeah. We're like in conversation about it with a company right now with people to do some
more personal.
Do like a bigger, very personal, very elongated like Pride event.
And that we could have guests call in. It would also be fun if we could.
We'll definitely have people call in for that.
And if it's virtual, it'd be really cool if we could have like the viewers call in and we could talk to them one on one, or that could be part of like the VIP package to them exclusively, something like that. Do you know what I mean? We want to make it worth people's while because I really appreciate everybody that watches and supports this. So.
Yes, and gay rights.
Gay rights.
Being Arise, yeah, we'll definitely have a call from Arise.
The thing is with Arise wants money. So like, if we made money from this podcast, we would have that bitch here every week.
Oh, every week. Arise would be here all the time. Arise would be a correspondent.
Yeah. She would literally be a staple, but she's busy.
You
guys gotta
she is
she's
a
working model,
yeah,
actress. She's in commercials. Yeah, she's killing it. So. Go follow Arise Wanzer at Aristocrat.
Yeah, Aristocrat. So where can people find you, Mike?
People can find me everywhere on social media if you search at Mike of GTV or my second channel where I react to shit.
Messy with Mike.
MGTV Reacts. Or my Patreon, which is Mike MGTV, or my new OnlyFans where I post pictures with eggplants. That's called literally at Mike's Big Eggplant. Yeah, give me money. Where can people find you?
People can find me anywhere if you search MacDosit. That's MacDosit. You can find Oliver anywhere if you search Sad Meme Boy. And also Roma if you search Yuma Roma.
And you can follow us everywhere on social media if you follow at MessyPod. And be sure to send us emails of hookup stories, gay agendas, anything fun you want us to talk about on the podcast if you email messypod@gmail.com. Is that it?
Yeah. Also, listen to us on Spotify.
Yes.
Apple Music and all the other podcasts.
Anywhere you enjoy your podcast every Wednesday.
And
the visual usually comes out on this YouTube channel
every Friday. And we don't. I don't know. That's it, I guess. Now that's it. That's all we got to do. Show your butt. Show your butt. How do you end this? Wait, no, we got to end this on time.
You hit stop streaming from
Where?
From the OS.
Okay,
no.
ready?
No,
yeah.
not from there.
No.
End stream.
Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
You've been douche.
My hand even in it.